Who the heck is Pep Talks?
I'm not gay, but I fantasize about Marco Rubio. Pep Talks. Pep Talks. Pep Talks. Let's eradicate the Kung Flu. I'm literally coming. Pep Talks. Pep Talks.
Who the heck is Pep Talk?
They want our women. They want our children.
Pep Talks.
Sometimes no means yes. Grab them by the
Pep Talks.
Grab them by the Marco Rubio. Obama is a racist.
Pep Talks.
I'm literally coming. I'm
Pep
literally coming.
Pep Talks.
We found weapons of mass
Pep Talks.
destruction. My fellow Americans, it has been confirmed today from Pep Talks that we are indeed all high on politics.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to High on Politics Wednesday edition. Hope you guys are all doing well. Had to start the show kind of in a rush today, so yeah, kind of starting things in a little disjointed manner. Also going to be playing some roulette today because, didn't have as much show prep time as I wanted. Also, as you can tell here, let's see, let's fix this. Where is it? There we go. Much better. But welcome to the show. Hey, your favorite lesbian spider queen from Mars. Hey, Televani, how you doing? Good to see you. Hope you guys are having a good day today. I am having a pretty solid day, honestly. Got to see an old friend. Have not been able to catch up with in quite some time. So, I'm in a pretty decent mood. But like I was saying, I hope you guys are having a good day because, yeah, man, it's a lot out there, you know? I know that I kind of say this a lot about how just politics, it takes a lot out of you, you know? And I've noticed that people are kind of like, they're trying to tune out a little bit, and it's not just me. I'll admit it though. I felt a little like, oh no, am I having a? Is this like special to me? Am I seeing some numbers dwindle? No, it's literally everybody. Everybody that does political content seeing a little bit of a dip. You just don't notice it on some of the larger channels because it's not as prevalent. But you know what? I'm fine with that. There's just so much to kind of keep up with, and just I don't blame you guys. Rad, I'm coping, but I'll get through it. Oh, well, yeah. I have to admit that I kind of cope through a lot of this stuff. I really do. We're invading Cuba now too. What the fuck? Are we? I don't think we are. I haven't seen word one about Cuba. Where are you getting this information? Sorry for sounding like a capitalist pig, y'all. My fellow capitalists in chat today, Costco stock is doing very well this year so far. Yeah, okay. Costco isn't exactly what I would call a right-wing company. Like, they're, I don't know. They're one of the companies that's actually talking about giving their rebates back to the customers. So if you guys have a Costco membership, you might actually get a check from Costco. So that's kind of cool. X is going off on it. Don't trust everything that you read on X, Waffle. I know that we've had, like, some stuff break through it, but when it comes to like the Cuba stuff and even the Venezuela stuff, they misreported a whole bunch of that shit. Same thing with the fucking Iran war, man. I don't know. I can't go to Twitter for up to the minute news coverage the way that I used to. Thank you, Elon. Can we just admit that objectively everything is a lot worse under President Trump? It really is. Everything sucks. You can't trust ironically, you can't trust the news. You can't trust anybody. You can't trust anything. But somehow, some way, this dumb motherfucker's out there just like, I can be trusted. You can totally trust me. All right. You can link it to me in Discord. All right. I'll take a look here. You know what? I already got this. I already got my Twitter up. Let's take a look. Cuba. I'm literally seeing nothing about it. I literally, if I type in Cuba and the first thing I see is just procedural bullshit where like it's a dude singing to somebody in La Comédie de l'État or something like that. Yeah. There's nothing there, so I'm with the government and I'm here to help. Oh, well. You're here to help. What do you mean? You're here to help us all just accept what it is. Democratic wins. Media poll shows Hassan Piker unpopular among Democratic voters. Who cares? The Hassan smearing. It's like, why are they so obsessed with him? Yo, 313 in the house. Hope it's a good stream. I'll be lurking and working from the garage. Hell yeah, Pendulous. I really appreciate that. What up? I hope you're having a good day yourself, man. Hope you all are really taking care of yourself, for real. Like, I've been having a little bit of a harder time separating. I think I covered this yesterday. I know that the 420 show definitely helped with that a little bit, which, speaking of, I'm going to start it a little bit early. I think that, you know what? No. I'm going to be smart about this. All right. We're going to take one little one, and then I'm going to break a rule. I kind of want to do a binger. Also, tonight, so I'm kind of toying with what to do here, because I have my Pepaganda, my primetime Pepaganda. Depending on, like, what we cover on this show really will determine what I do on that one, but, oh, geez, what the hell is going on with my, all right. Hold on. I'm already dealing with some bandwidth. I was already dealing with bandwidth issues. I might actually have to cancel my other stream. Shit. I'd prefer not to. Come on. What's your stand on UFC events in Strait of Hormuz? Wait, UFC events in the Strait of Hormuz? I think that you're just making shit up and asking me what my take on it would be. I mean, who the fuck cares? What? Why is that your question? Of all the questions you could come in here and ask me, what the fuck are you talking about? Stop being an ass. Like, dude, stop being an ass. Like, what? You're either being an ass or you're that high. If you're that high, fine, I'll let it pass. But if you're just being weird to be weird, like, shut the fuck up. Dude, it's already weird enough that they're having it at the White House. And the UFC's stupid. Like, the UFC is so fucking stupid, dude. I'm so over it. This fake machismo bullshit. Yeah. Go look up every guy that has fought in that octagon, and then try to figure out what the percentage of the ones that still have their brain capacity is, because it ain't good. I listened to Jake Shields, and immediately it's like, it's kind of weird that you can attribute his politics to the fact that he got hit in the head for a living. You say you're high? You're right. Have you ever visited the island? No. The fuck? The island? Are you talking about Washington Island? Or are you talking about the Big E Island, which now you are just an asshole? I mean, cool, man. Cool. Is this really the best you've got, man? Like, this is what you took the time to put together and type out and think, I'm totally trolling this guy. Work harder. Also, I hate to break this to you, you're not funny. It kind of sucks to find out this way. I know. But love you, boss. Love you too. I'm glad that I can at least just tell somebody off like that, and the first thing they say is, love you. Cool. Let's give them floaties, make them fight whilst... All right, so we'll make it like water polo. Dude, it's just a dunking contest. Hey, what up, Goblin? How you doing? Good to see you. Nay, Goblin. Welcome back. Appreciate having you here. Nick, we aren't Dem fans. Nope, we're not. I'm not a Democrat. It was funny. I was talking about that with my buddy today, and you could tell... I could just say what this was. So, I saw my old friend. He was the owner of the comic book store that I used to go to. I haven't seen him in a few months. Ran into him when I went to my new comic shop, and it was a great time. We just talked for 2 hours, specifically about like what I cover here and just how it's going. And yeah, it was kind of funny because he's one of these guys that I can talk to where he leans left. But he is the quintessential dude who doesn't pay attention to all of the politics. He doesn't care, but he's open-minded enough to try and hear both sides. But will likely side with the left after he hears like both explanations. And I've seen it happen in real time where it's almost like we had this weird thing happen where there's this guy that he's friends with who's an artist who's super right-wing, man. Like, he's super right-wing, like to the point where it's his entire identity, and it's annoying. Because, like, for real, when you make politics your entire identity, I know, trust me, rich coming from me, which is also why I try not to make it, even with this show, my whole identity. But yeah, usual suspects kind of thing. Yeah, but he's not really, because he's not one of these guys that, like, wears the Trump gear or any of that. He actually, you would think that he's a left-winger because he's got a blue mohawk, lots of tattoos, loves to hit breweries and just in general. If he wasn't politically, like, an idiot, then yeah, he would actually be kind of a rad dude, which I found out that he was an asshole because, I was doing like an event with him. We were at one of like the Comic-Cons and he needed somebody to help work the booth. I was just like, you know what, man? I'll help you out. And I was having a good time. We were tipping back some brews and just having literally a good time talking about just comic book shit. And then all of a sudden, this girl with blue hair, she buys something from him, and then he proceeds to start like ripping on her for being a Bernie supporter. And I was like, really? That, number one, that's the first thing that you take from this? Like, you look at everybody here, you just earned money from her. She enjoys what you do, and the first thing that you can think of is she must have been a Bernie. Fuck you. Like, you're an asshole. Just plain and simple, you're an asshole. Like, god damn it. So, when that happened, my buddy who owned the comic shop, he was there. And he kind of moderated, like, a little bit of... it was a very soft debate, I'm going to admit, because I didn't want to engage and, like, make it into this big thing. But realistically, it annoyed the piss out of me because I was just like, dude, we were having a good time, and you're the one who, like, took it there. And they're the ones who always cry foul, where they're just like, oh, these leftists always forcing their beliefs on us. God. Yeah, without having a fucking mirror. Like, come on. And this goes for anybody. If Trump is like, or MAGA is your identity, like, look deeper into yourself and figure out why you're so fucking empty. Like, Jesus Christ, especially now. Now's the time. Like, your average American hates this dude. They hate the war. They hate the gas prices. They hate the inflation, and they all blame him. They don't blame Biden. Nobody's listening to him and his fucking lies anymore, except for the mainstream media, because they make literally that's all they have to do is fucking be outraged at what did Trump say again, instead of just being like, yeah, he says things. It's the same way that I used to do with Biden, where it's like, oh my god, breaking news, Biden's old and he stammered. It's just like, cool. But the thing that the mainstream media did was they reminded me of that daily. And that's where I'm just going to say, like, this grading, like, and I hate to even say the grading on a curve, because fucking pondering politics really has ruined that. When you say something too much in your videos and it just becomes like before we unpack all that, hit the like and subscribe button before you go. Thanks. All right, friends. Like, god damn, his whole vernacular. If I start getting like that, please consider checking me on it, because I'm trying to find new interesting ways to also remind you guys to do the solid and hit that like button, because y'all are cool, right? Y'all are cool. LOL the voice. Am I getting it? Like, I think I might have his vernacular down. We'll say Ben Myself, play the clip. All hell is breaking loose as Donald Trump is being Donald Trump, and we're all going to pretend to be outraged by Donald Trump's actions, because this is how the Midas touch makes its money. Play the clip. All I have to say is fuck Rupert Murdoch. See, I'm Ben Mycelis. Donald Trump is crashing out. As I said, I said this yesterday, I'm not making any friends in this business. I have a problem with this, which actually brings me back to talking to my buddy, because I had mentioned that I have not gotten any better on that front, because he he's always been looking out for me on that side of things. He's dealt with like entertainment entities before, you know. He's got some friends that are actors and just all over the industry. And yeah. He kind of said that, you know, I should probably start, you know, maybe doing that thing where I don't just go for it all the time. But hey, whatever. I would subscribe on Twitch, but sadly I got rent due next week and I got to stay for that. Don't worry about it, Gothmoth. I really appreciate you just being here. And even the sentiment. Thank you. Like, guys, if you want to support this stream and you can't, don't feel bad. It's okay. Like, just support it in the ways that you can. Like, just remember, it's free to just, like, for you, Gothmoth, if you could just do me the real quick solid. Here, I'll even do my little pluggy plug here. Just go over to YouTube real quick. And hit the like button on the stream. Vertical stream preferred, but if you, I'm not going to tell you what to do. Either way, just, if you guys can help out in that way, that really does go a long way for me. Same with hitting the subscribe button. The subscribe button really does, that's like the biggest one. And honestly, guys, I got to be a little real with you. I'm trying to hit that 10,000. And I don't want to do, like, I don't want to e-beg and just, or like, not e-beg, because that's essentially what all this, like, you could call what I just did right there tactically e-begging. But I don't want to do it where it's like, that's my main focus. Like, I just got to say, like, hey, thank you for the raid. Argentile, or Argentical. Argentile. Argentical, thank you for the raid. I really appreciate that. Also, welcome to the channel. I don't think you've ever raided me before, so thank you. I hope that you had a good stream. Also, as I said, welcome into the show. Star Wars predicted the fall of American Empire, note for note, after presenting correct World War II allegory in the original trilogy, and Godzilla is about nuclear fallout, LeMayo. Gotta imagine being such a boorish loser. Oh, yes. Oh, you're not saying that to me. Because people are allowed to like things, you colossal fucking prude. Wait, who the fuck are you talking to? You're like 40. What's up with Godzilla and Star Wars nonsense? I don't know. I like things. I actually have passion for things outside of whatever. I don't know. What do you have a passion for? Hammers and fucking like craftsman tools? Like, what the fuck, man? Are you sitting here telling me that you're such a boring cunt that you don't have anything in your life that you could just be like, yeah, this is my hobby, or this is something that I enjoy? No wonder you're here. No wonder you would make a comment like that, because you literally have no joy. Like me. I take joy in what I just did. And all the stuff around me. Yay, new Bob. I don't even think that the guy could get that far. Yeah, probably not. Oh. Woo. Damn, I keep forgetting that this one's really good. Strawberry, it's like strawberry sherbet or something like that. He never smiled. Nah. Oh, he's already gone. So he came in here, dropped that whole thing, and just, all right, whatever. There's a part of me that does kind of feel bad for people that don't know how to, like, find joy in shit. Look at his happy pic. Let's see. Oh my god, did he actually use his real picture? Oh my god, he did. Wow. And he's trying. That's my favorite part, is he's trying. He's got 1.3k videos, 659 subscribers. Huh. And he came in here to rip on me. All right. That must piss him off, man. Bye, new Bob. The thing is, he makes cartoon videos. Isn't that weird? He's so fucking glum. I mean, yeah, he is. Yeah. Yeah, really. He embodies personality. But hey, you know what? I'm gonna be a little more fair with ripping on people, because I'll just be real. Yeah. I'm still at that point of my YouTube career where I'm I'm doing fine. I'm just, yeah. You could call it middling. I said that about like comedy. That's kind of what it reminds me of, where it's just like I'm in that middle stage of hitting, the next level. I had my pickup for a while until I figured out how to change it. Oh, really? Well, that's whatever. If you guys don't want your picture on there, I wish I kind of had the option to not have the pictures, but I don't know. Whatever. I'll let YouTube worry about that one. Oh, man. All right. Also, yes, you were right about the Star Wars thing, but I can't get over the thought that this guy has nothing. Because, I have so many goddamn hobbies. I have too many hobbies. I literally do. Fuck, this even, this started as that, and you could argue it still is. It's a paid hobby at this point, but yeah, I went to the comic book store today. Comic books, loser. You find joy in weekly periodicals and stories of superheroes and just in general, just stories. God, why would you find joy in stories? You paint miniatures? Me too. Here, actually. I haven't showed this one in a while. Let's go with my children. Oh, this is the one that I've showed a lot of. So this was one of my D&D campaign miniatures that I painted. A little chocobo. Nothing special, but also I thought I did a good job. Oh, here we go. This one's a little bit better. It's Carnage. I painted Carnage. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, I'm alright at it. I'm not, super special. I would use an airbrush. Dude, I wish there was, a way that you could rent a space to use airbrush. Like an airbrush, but not... you don't have to deal with the cleanup or any of it, because I hate the cleanup of an airbrush. It is so fucking annoying. Anyway, haha, I used my real picture until the digital mob started doxing people. Posts. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think I kind of remember you using your old picture. Marker spaces? Or maker spaces? Google local maker spaces. Oh, do they have, they actually have stuff like this? Oh, that's cool. I'm thinking of changing my PFP. It's actually me. Who cares? Okay. I need to be careful about this because I'm a public figure, so... Yeah, if you guys are looking to stay, keep your privacy and also just not have people commenting on, you... I understand. Okay, yeah. Because I got... Every once in a while, I do kind of, forget that I have to take myself out of this. It just be yeah, I made this choice. I'm just... I don't care. I don't care. If you get... The only people that I genuinely do give a fuck about what they think about me are the people that, you like me and watch me, and then you just kind of find that one thing. It's because, I can't get over the whole oh, so it's just one thing? There's this whole basket of, joy, and then you find the one thing to piss you off. It's just okay. That makes me wonder, were you looking for a reason to not watch in the first place? I always do have to ask that. I don't understand that. I will never understand people that they find a creator and they're just I really enjoy this guy, but when he started talking about poo, which, by the way, we didn't get to the video yesterday. Oh, dude, there's a part of me that wants to start the show with it. It's about how the manosphere... Did you know that there is, this whole, sub-demographic of, the manosphere that they say men don't poop? Yeah, that whole myth that, girls don't poop? My mom told me that once, and that was one of the dumb things that I believed for a little too long. I was probably about 8 or 9 years old when I had made a very stupid comment to one of my friends at school, and she just looked at me like, what? Where'd you hear that? I'm like, my mom told me. And she's like, your mom's stupid. I was like, don't call my mom stupid. And then she was like, of course girls poop. And I was like, what? You have gastroenteritis today. Poop is a sensitive topic. Oh, Josh. Well, you know what? My wife, she's one of the first people to say that she is more than happy to have a conversation with you about a good BM or a bad BM. Hell, one of the first things that she said to me today was just like, did you hear the gas I had last night? It was just very endearing. Actually, it is. I listen, I don't care. I love that about our relationship, you know? She laughs at my farts, I laugh at hers. And you know what? There's love there. I said that once as a joke, and my kid believed me for years. See? That's bad. That's bad, Pinkerbell. See, now do you feel bad? Because, yeah, I think my mom just thought it was hilarious. She's like, wait, why would you ask somebody at school? She was more concerned with the fact that I made myself look like a public idiot. The heart is in a fart. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. That's why when you're dating and, like, you know, your partner or your significant other, or they might not even be your SO at that point, but once that special person lets one rip, you can, doesn't that, like, all right, real talk here for a second. I was about to make a joke about this, but for real, isn't that kind of the sign, like, within dating, that you, like, it's a trust thing, right? And also just in general, you know, it kind of shows real love. Like, I mean, I've definitely learned this through this whole journey that, yes, nothing phases me, and I'm there for anything that my wife needs. And I think that it is kind of like that, though, where it's like, I look back. Let's see, because the love at first sight thing is corny, but it is, you know, I'm one of those guys, man. When I first looked at my wife, I kind of had a mission where I was just like, I want to date her. But then I think I've told the story. I became friends with her boyfriend at the time, and he was a rad ass dude. We never had any problems. One of the first times and only times that I ever asked, like, hey, would you mind if I, like, hit it, like, go after her after they broke up? And he was like, go for it. I think she likes you. I was like, oh, hell yeah. Like, do as a bro. But yeah, it was kind of funny. Like, I think it was maybe 6 months or so into dating. That's when, like, she was staying at my place, and yeah, she just said, she's like, I have real bad gas. I was just like, it's fine, you know, I don't care. And she's like, oh, I don't care either. She's like, I was gonna let it rip. I was just letting you know. I was just like, and at that moment, I was like, it's like, I may marry this woman. Isn't that romantic, guys? Isn't that just so romantic? Mitchell, see you when you aren't driving. Oh yeah, dude, Mitchell. What's the knife for that? Dude, I swear to God, we're getting to that point where if I made a poop knife shirt, like, it would actually make sense. That's kind of sad. That's hilarious. I mean, I wish I was exaggerating too, because it's like, oh, yeah, it really was that moment. Because I knew there was that whole thing where I'm like, okay, she trusts me, I trust her, you know, and like, yeah. Anyway, oh geez, I just realized I gotta fix this. What is going on? What the fuck? It happened again. Ooh. What? Oh. They got IBC root beer on fountain at one of the gas stations near us, and I just kind of had that moment where I'm like, oh, Really? She brought me a special treat. Yeah. Cool. See? That's true love right there. You're talking. You're talking about that. Hey, Jet James, what up, brother? Good to see you. How you been, man? It's always good. Dude, I'm glad to see you in chat more. I'm always happy when my OGs roll through. God. It's gonna be funny, like when I when I hit that 10K, because it's a coming. Something's gonna happen. Now here's the thing: do I have to like actually start doing debates and like? Because somebody pointed out, they're like, yeah, you just haven't had like that viral moment yet. I'm like, I don't want a viral moment. Fuck viral moments. Viral moments are stupid. Why can't people just like me for who? Why can't people just like me for who I am? Hey. Center. There we go. All right, cool, fine. That was the last bag of the white cheddar jalapeno poofs, too. Woo! Yes. I got some white cheddar jalapeno. Hell. Fucking yeah. You know what? Oh, yeah. Dude, I feel bad for you, Natch. The fact that you had to Google that and you're just like, uh-oh. Yeah, do not Google from Pep Talks. I learned the hard way. I should go cut me a block of Irish cheese. What's Irish cheese? I don't even know it. Wait, is Irish cheese like when you say cut the... Because you're going to cut the cheese, right? So, I don't know. Does it sound like a shillelagh? What is a shillelagh? What is a shillelagh? It's like a stick of some kind. I don't know. What's a shillelagh? Stick club made of blackthorn. Okay. Sounds like that. All right, that didn't make any sense at all. It's like getting hit with the shillelagh. There you go. Snork YouTube. Did you know that Donald Trump told over 30,000 lies from his first term? That's it. And an average of 21 a day, highest 39 in a single conference. This number, that doesn't, I mean, I'm actually surprised it's that low. HEB has these dill Cheeto poofs. They are really good. Yeah, this one is one of the newer gas stations that started popping up around us. I know that they're like from the south. We just started getting these Casey's gas stations all around Chicago. And I gotta say, when you can make a Chicago and go like, that's some good pizza, like gas station pizza, it's actually good. Like, just no notes, just it's good. But yeah, they got these things, like they're fucking, yeah, here, you can see them, right? They're not quite Cheeto. There we go. They're not quite Cheetos, but they're close. You sound like a bunch of pussy Democrats. You sound like an asshole that just wants to judge people based on preconceived notions instead of being, you know, somebody that wants to conversate to try to understand where we're standing, because you're wrong. But since you are just intellectually uncurious, I don't want to fucking engage with you. See, Nick, that's how that works. You come in acting like an asshole, and all of a sudden, I don't even want to fucking deal with you. You can leave. I'm not going to ban you, but this is how it works in the real world. Like, if you just came up and like made some asshole comment like that, you think you're gonna make friends? I'm not sure if that's what you want, though. Like, realistically, I think that this is just how you interact with people. Oh yeah, Irish cheese. Irish cheeses were not. Ooh, what? What's this? Yeah, it's like brown. What the fuck? All right, hold on. I'm gonna bring this up. Okay, yeah, this is. Have you guys like even seen what Irish cheese is here? Let's get my. Why Irish cheese is so unique. Look at that. That is unique as shit. I've never even. How's it taste? Because I don't know, man. I'm not sure if that's appetizing or not. Because this is how like tricky cheese is. That is either one of the most delicious pieces of cheese on the planet, or or it's very disgusting and too overpowered. Which one is it? Is it good? I mean, be honest. What is it like? Could be more a yellow cheese. And what is this? Every culture has its share of food-related stereotypes. Irish seem to be a revolving door of misconceptions. No native Irish don't do corned beef and cabbage on St. Patrick's Day. No Irish people don't eat just potatoes. And the world of Irish food is brilliantly diverse and brimming with a 1,000 years of cheese. Is this? Oh. Cornish cheese. West Virginia, best types of meat with cheese. Oh, we're getting like charcuterie. Like we're getting into charcuterie. God. All right, guys. I think that we just picked up a new hobby. Who wants to do fancy charcuterie with Pep Talks? All right, guys. They took over the 2 closest gas stations, so I feel lucky to be in between 2 cases. One of the big kitchens too. Yeah, they do have they got their own kitchen. It's crazy, but like, Quick Trip, HEB, Wawa, though, like they're all the same thing. Hold on. What's the one? Sheets. It's Sheets, not shit. Sheets. That's awesome. Does the Big Kitchen do pizza bowls or pork fritter sandwiches? No. What? Dude. They got what now? We're doing what now? They got pork fritter sandwiches, and I'm staring at this charcuterie board, and I am just like, that looks very tasty. Come and go? Yeah. Yeah, that's right. I forgot you guys have come and go with a K. Come check out our wait. So what would be at the come and go? What do they have at come and go? Because like, for instance, Wawa has like the best hoagies, like for real. I had one of the best Italian beef hoagies I've ever had at a Wawa gas station, and I remember looking at my dad just like, well, this has no business being this good. Why is this so good? He was just like, because I guess Wawa, they double as a sandwich shop. It's like, that's crazy. Anyway, RVKB, Chess, what's up, man? Welcome to the show. Appreciate having you here. Hope you are having a good day. Ours has a Subway. Yours has a Subway, really? Man. A gas station with the Subway. I only run into those like off the highway. Damn. It's actually, I mean, that's kind of lucky. Like, I have to like drive like pretty, well, not like a decent amount, but enough to where it's an annoyance. Like if I want a Subway, which, you know what? Unpopular opinion. I think Subway's better than Jersey Mike's. Just hear me out. Hear me out. A Jersey Mike's, when you want it, it hits, but you need to like it's too curated, you know, that you don't really get to, or like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like customization. There's a lack of customization there. I like the fact that like Subway, they have so much extra like veggie option, or so many more veggie options that you can make essentially like a salad sub. You know, and that's what I do actually. So like my sub at Subway is, I like to get me an Italian urban cheese bread. Gotta get that 6-inch now because it's fucking, it's so expensive, but still. Yeah, so you gotta get Italian urban cheese bread. Now, every once in a while, I like me a cold cut combo, but, or as it said in Happy Gilmore, cold cut combo. One of my favorite things. Like this is how much of a dork I am. I loved Happy Gilmore growing up, right? So my dad would take me to Subway, and I would say it just like that. It's like, I'll take a cold cut combo, and do like the fake smile of him. He's like, you're such a dork. But hey, it's the little things in life. Yeah, all right. Like, say I get a turkey sub, turkey, whatever, provolone cheese. Then you gotta load this bitch up. You know, lettuce, tomato, red onion. I like to put like the spices on there. Also, every once in a while, you know, if they got the red peppers there, not every fucking Subway has red, like the bell peppers, but I like to do the bell peppers as well. Then mayo and ranch, because that's where I feel a little trashy, where I'm just like, oh, that's a lot, but delicious. It's so delicious. But yeah, the customization is kind of what I like. This gas station here has KFC and Taco Bell in it. What? I'm such trash. I'm sitting here like, dude, you get a KFC and a Taco Bell? We used to have one. Dude, I had one of those that also had a Pizza Hut. We used to call it the Taco Hut. Yeah, that place was awesome. And then they, when I worked at Radio Shack, they had the Taco Hut, because they got rid of the KFC part of it. But yeah, Taco Hut was the shit, dude. There was nothing better than getting a personal, like one of them little personal pan pizzas. I would get like a side of breadsticks, and then I'd get 2 tacos. The Taco Hut, yep. Penn Station has killer Italian sandwiches. Marina ham. Ooh. Yeah, Penn Station's one, like, that is an East Coast, it's kind of like not Jimmy John's, but a little more high end, right? Because we have like McAllister's. Yeah, I think it's McAllister's. Yeah. What up? By the way, Amanda, did I say hi? Because I just realized that my chat didn't pick you up the first time. That's really weird. Also, Hermit, what up? Okay. Thanks, I'm hungry now. Yeah, I am too. I gotta admit, like, I got this just in case, so when I start a segment, which doesn't look like I'm gonna be doing for quite some time, because I just chill max. I want to chill max this week, dude. I know I'm supposed to get these numbers up, so I'm supposed to. God, you hear me? I'm literally responding to like the algorithm's a boss. By the way, guys, I'm going to be streaming this Saturday. It's going to be half of it's going to be YouTube and Twitch, but then we're going to go into a Twitch exclusive where it's going to be just kind of like a fun hang. Going to watch some videos that I've been wanting to watch with you guys for quite some time, so prepare for that. Also got some members only content dropping on Friday. I'm also going to be doing a pep walk coming up here. Actually, there's a thing I want to do. So the entire river that I was walking on when I went to the protests, that river flooded. And apparently, like, I showed pictures of the island that I was on yesterday. That thing is, it's underwater right now. And then, yeah, I guess, like, Algonquin, the town is pretty submerged right now. That park that I was walking through is completely underwater. So I think I'm going to take a trip out there and see what's going on. Because, yeah, why not? Yeah, save the ducks. I think the ducks are going to be okay. I feel bad because their nest might not be. Oh, yeah, you get to see the zong. Yeah, you know what? You'll probably get to see... I just realized that I could pull out something special for that one. All right. So yeah, I got another glass apparatus. There we go. That you guys should enjoy. Ducks float. Yeah, but here's the thing. It was a duck nest. It was when I found the ducks, they were protecting their nest. So let's see. Because it's usually about 2 to 3 weeks, right? Because once they're laying, like once the nest is built and they have the eggs there, let's see. 28 days. I was not far off. Hey. All right, so 28 days. Has it been 28 days since I did that? I think it no. Not about. Oh, no. No, it hasn't. Because that was what, March 21st? Actually, yeah, no, it might have been. We all float down here, Georgie. Dude, that is crazy because I did there was another It reference I made earlier today. Where it was the pop 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 pop. Oh man. Anyway. I mean, there's one other one we have, but you need help. Wait, what? What'd I say? The ducks? Damn it, I hate when I do this. I missed a comment that just happened to be my wife. I am terribly sorry. The glass. Oh, right. The glass. Yeah, I know. Like, that's what, I mean, I know, yeah, you're on the same page then. Because that's what I was thinking. Maybe I should. 'Cause, yeah, it's going to be on Twitch, so. Fuck it. Yeah. Just join in on Saturday. It's going to be a fun stream. So, also tomorrow, I might be taking the day off, but I realistically, I think I'm going to start a show at 8, kind of do a later show and just hang out for a little bit. So, trying to give you guys my schedule. I saw the movie 5 times in theaters. Something to be snuck in. Really? Did you like Welcome to Derry? I thought Welcome to Derry was great. The first 2 episodes, it was a hard watch. The first episode especially, that was kind of a hard watch. But the second episode, yeah, like, it took a minute to get kind of into. But I liked it. Overall, I thought that it ended really well. Yeah, that was good. LOL glass apparatus. My friend broke all of mine. What? So I got only the dab rig at this juice boxes. What? Dude, wait. Back to the port. Your friends, like your friend broke all of them? What kind of friend does that? Wait, what happened? Were you like moving and he dropped a box? This better not have been on purpose. I haven't been arsed to pay for streaming right now. Wait, what? Oh, wait. Are you talking? Oh, right. HBO. Hoping that the season ends up at your library. All right, Kyle, are you in the Discord? Because there's here. Let's see. Experts don't expect military action soon, but actual regime change is complicated. Yeah, Televani, even in this article. Sorry, I just got your thing about Cuba. I'm not going to talk about Cuba. All right? Until it's a thing, I'm not going to talk about it. Because, listen, what's it do to us? What are you going to worry about? Are you going to go? Are you going to go on the next flotilla? Like, I'm not doing that. Like, genuinely, guys, this is part of the problem with, like, covering some of these news articles and just, like, in general, the news, is sometimes you feel like I'm, like, right now, I feel, oh, I might be doing a disservice by not talking about it. No, plenty of people, like, if Hassan's talking about it, good, he's got it covered. Me talking to my number in my audience isn't going to make or break anything, and honest to God, I don't have an opinion about it. I don't. I hope that the Cubans can, like, I honestly, my big thing is I wish we would stop sanctioning them so they could actually build their fucking country. But, you know, it's almost like we have to prove that socialism doesn't work. And the only way we can do that is by making sure that, like, they don't get anything. They can't do trade. So it's not like it's organically just socialism failing. But realistically, like I was saying, I'm not going to worry about something that might happen or not that I have zero control over. Zero. I'm just so over the fearmonger bullshit. And I'm not doing that for you. I'm not going to do that to you guys. Like, dude, Kyle Kalinske, and if you want that, go fucking watch Kyle Kalinski's stuff. I like Kyle. I haven't watched his stuff in on my show for a little bit for reasons, because realistically, it plays into exactly what I'm talking about. So the reason being, because it's all fearmongery bullshit, and he ends with the same thing. This is what needs to happen. He needs to be impeached. This needs to... Shut up. Just shut the fuck up. Yeah, I need $1 million. I need my YouTube page to actually fucking reach, you know, that point where I want a plaque. There. Now, in my case, I can actually change that. And I can actually, like, bring about that change. What he's doing is he's pissing into the wind, bro. Kyle clickbait. It's all it is. And I'm tired of it, man. And honestly, like, that explains why the algorithm is kind of like, I'm going to be careful with this one. I do this a lot. I'm glad I stopped myself, though. Okay. The algorithm has not been prioritizing political content overall, right? I know that you can go to, like, Candace Owens. You can go to, like, all the big creators on the right. You can go to the big creators on the left. All of them are seeing not stagnation, but they are just seeing, like, you know, and they're starting to even go like, oh my God, it's all the algorithm, when there's this small part of me that's like, yes, but I think it's also the algorithm responding to broader trends where people are, you know, it's getting warmer out. People are not like, they don't want to be bogged down by all this shit, and they don't want to be fucking always be like play into the fearmongery stuff. Like, I think that's how it goes. Slow months, yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Don't I know it? This is my second year doing this, and I've already noticed the trends. People are touching grass again. Yeah, which it's fine. It's fine. It's an ebb and flow sort of issue. I would say that, but this is where I was kind of going with it. It's a little different this time, because now you have Trump. He's exhausting. It's just exhausting to always deal with and pay attention to. Like, I do it all the time where I find myself just going, again, here we go, again. The YouTube algorithm always just promotes the newest slop. I guess. I mean, YouTube algorithm usually will promote, like, stuff that is kind of like tied to whatever you like. So say you like my content, it should take you to this space in a perfect world. You know, and it should also, like, tell you guys when I'm live and shit like that. Which I have experienced some issues with. Yay. It is exhausting. It is. And that's my point, though. That's my broader point is that, like, politics is already kind of exhausting, but dealing with the political system that we're dealing with right now, where we can't really change anything in the immediate future here. You know, that's why you have a lot of people that, like, fall back to, like, call your congressman because they feel like that's the only thing they can do. But at least, like, it's giving them that little mental reward of, like, well, at least I tried. Where realistically, at this point, I don't even think that does anything. But that's where I'm a little black pilly with this, just a wee bit, where I'm just, but it's specifically this time frame. Because we're what, 8 months, something like that. I mean, dude, the primaries are over. We're in this like lame duck period between primary and general elections, which, yay. I mean, yes, we have like what happened yesterday, which great. Or 2 days ago, right? No, it's Wednesday. So yeah, yesterday. Jeez, yeah, that's another thing that happens with this news cycle. But yeah, you got the changes that are happening in the districting in Virginia, which great for Virginia. But yeah, it's not like I can do anything now. Like, how do you think I feel? Our primary's done, right? So we got Dan Biss. Now we're just waiting for the general. But my problem is it's already looking like there's a lot of opposition coming from the left to guys like Daniel Biss. And I'm not sure how much of it's organic anymore. I think that a lot of this is actually like paid ops. Like, I'm starting to become that conspiracy guy where I'm like, this has to be paid ops. It has to be. And they're doing it under like the, oh, you're not left enough kind of thing. Like, it has to be, though, because the only outcomes that happen from this is that a Republican wins the fucking seat. Like, what's the point? And then on top of it, yes, I'm going to keep pointing out that Kat Abugazale not helping Daniel Biss in his campaign by maintaining momentum and also trying to get more progressives elected. I got to say, man, like, watching Ben Collins win InfoWars and then just seeing her disappear essentially from the public light, I don't like being so dead on about some things, but this one, I guess I got to pat myself on the back for, because I called it, man. And I wanted to ask her that. Has she already checked out? Yes, she has. Yeah, she's already checked out. Purity politics eats itself alive every time. Yep. Yeah, and this is why, you know what? Some people just don't, like, I have come to terms with it. This is why people don't want to hear it from me. But I think that I'm a pretty good person. I'm a pretty good person to hear this from, because this is going to be one of those rare times where I'm going to speak honestly about myself and not try to make jokes. I think that I am okay. Like, I'm fine being a kind of conduit for people that don't necessarily want to follow politics, but also kind of want to follow politics. And they don't necessarily want to follow like a Philip DeFranco, or they don't want it just like in little bits and pieces like that. You know, I think that this is kind of a special stream. I'm not going to talk down to people. That's one thing that I always hated about Vosh's stream, was how he didn't know how to like kind of pull it back, as far as always trying to like make himself like he is like the smartest person in the room or whatever the fuck. I'll just say it. He has a way to condescend to his audience that doesn't always come off as joking. And it's annoying, you know? And it's also like, do you know how many times I listened to like just a whole bunch of like these theory discussions that never really turned into anything, except for just like, oh, so you don't believe in deontology? Like, what? What are you retarded? Like, at this point, I don't even remember what deontology is. I remember like being like Dantology, like is it's like I can look at my buddy Dan and just be like, hey, is it Dantology? Yeah, I like theory. He's stupid. You can like theory. It's just what I don't like is when people try to pass that like because they know theory, like, and you don't, like, you somehow know less about just like the day-to-day politics, when in reality it's like, nah, they know the important parts. And honestly, if you guys can Cliff's Notes like theory for people that you know, and it makes it a little less condescending, because I'm gonna just call it like I sees it. And I've had this, I am beating a dead horse on this one. I've covered this so many times on this channel, but I really do think that it is just a problem that we have, where it's like you have people that you know, are well read on these matters, but they don't know how to talk to normal people, and they get frustrated and they're just like, God, how do you not know this, and don't understand how condescending they are. Nobody likes to be condescended to, especially when they're trying to learn politics. Like, and politics is one of those things where even if you had civics, dude, it's changed so much. Especially with the fucking, like, with Trump. What's my take on shrooms? I love them. I eat some. I eat some. Let's see. Once every 3 months, like 3 or 4 months, I like to do like a little micro endeavor. There we go. I always have to find like the right phrasing just in case. But yeah, I like them. Yamada, also, welcome to the show. Appreciate you being here. Is that what you want to discuss? Like, that's cool. My man. Hell yeah, dude. No, for real. Dude, yeah. That's cool. See, where else can you get a show like that, too? Where it's just like, micro exploration. I like that. Micro exploration. Yes, yes. Yeah, Yamada, I like to discuss news and politics here, but I try to make it like a cool place to hang out and do so. So you're in a good spot here, man. Appreciate you checking out the channel. Also, if you guys haven't already hit the like button, please do. It really does help. It helps a lot. I wish I could tell you how much it helps. Do you realize, like, there are days I wish I could just show you my analytics and just be like, okay, guys, here's where we're at. Here's where we need to be. I need to do it like I'm having a team meeting. Imagine my frustration. I had only an hour to explain all the political crap show to my therapist today. I got 1/4 of the issues out. Shit. Well, I hope that like they were at least able to kind of give you some like a coping mechanism, and also kind of give you the option to revisit it. Because like when I talk some of the stuff that like is bothering me with politics, my therapist will like ask me, number one, is this what this is really about, or is there something deeper going on that we should probably be discussing? Which in my case, it's usually something a little deeper. But every once in a while, it is just the issue of the day. I remember like the Preddy thing really got to me. And then she even said, she's just like, okay, so here's what I want you to do. I want you to continue to go, like to practice your whole, like not being, what you can and can't control, and also what you can be part of. So she's like, I want you to kind of like write it out, what you think you could do. Like if there is a protest that you can go to, when, where, like just really try to plan it out. And that helped me. That helped me a lot. I also do have the outlet of doing this, which she said is rare. I guess, I should consider myself lucky, but anyway. Medication, always medication for me. Aw, they think I'm completely nuts. Do you do breathing exercises, Mitch? Like, I'm not trying to, like, do the stuff where if it works for me, I want to, like, I'm not trying to preach, okay? Because I'll just say what works for me. I like to do some breathing exercises, where I'll count out loud, too. I think that we kind of talked about this because I remember bringing up the number 16, where like I went on a stun lock because I'm just like, yeah, for some reason the number 16 like helps me. So yeah, I'll count backwards from 16, do some breaths, and that usually takes me out of like whatever, if I'm in like a panic mode, or just bringing me back, down to earth, just realizing, okay, this is what I can control, this is what I can't. I might as well just deal with it, like, and just keep going. Mindfulness is a good practice that works for me. Yeah, I was about to say mindfulness is, yeah. Which I don't, all right, because I just kind of thought about this where I'm like, yeah, but that could be perceived as just like mindfulness. What the fuck do you mean by mindfulness? My mind is always turned on. Pep, my therapist once recommended the exact same thing. I think that's because they learned it from the same conference, but I will say this is why you do have, this is why they do get paid the big bucks, is because they, not only are they receptive to some of these new practices, but they see how it works. Hey, Pep, it's Pep. Seems I came in when needed. Hey, what up, Grandma Flatterson? What's up? Yeah, we're talking about doing like breathing exercises and just kind of like chilling out, because when things are just like, they get a little overwhelming sometimes. Also, this political cycle does get like just overwhelming sometimes. I've been taking a breath and holding it for, don't do that. That's not necessarily good. Like if you're actually holding your breath and you're going like that, that's okay, but don't do the thing where you hold it and then you're like doing like little bits like well, let's see. Yeah, because actually just doing that didn't actually feel that bad. I just know that holding your breath too long is not good for you. So Mike, I know Vipassana meditation in Anapersona, or was it Anapersona or whatever? Anapersona, that's what it is. I hate to admit this, but it's true. I can't do that. I can't do it. Because, like, I remember having this discussion with somebody that used to hang on this channel, where they were going on like a retreat, and they were inspired by Michael Brooks to do so, where I guess like, at this retreat, you just don't speak. It's impossible for me. It's like, no, thank you. I don't know. Maybe someday. Maybe when I like get off of the, if I need to like quit flour or something, then maybe. But now you just let it roll out. Oh, okay, yeah, that's good. Oh, I know that. It's Indian shit. Vipassana, that's what it is. Vipassana, yeah. Like I said, if it works for, it worked for Mike, if it works for you, great. I just don't feel like it would work for me. Groove Dragon, always good to see you. How you doing, buddy? Happy Earth Day. It's Earth Day? No shit. I was not aware of that. I need to send a text because I get some heartburn kicking. Let's see. I might have to run upstairs. I'm not sure. Either that or my wife is just chilling. Let's see. There's so many different breathing things. Yeah, and if you find the one that works for you, that's kind of where I say stick with that. So yes, if you're doing like the I think that I covered this as well. Like I have a deviated septum, so I always have to I gotta take that into account. Oh, god damn it. Alright. I gotta run upstairs real quick. This sucks. Alright, I'll be right back. I got some wicked heartburn about to kick up. Give me a sec. Okay, much better. Oh. Yeah, that was a Tums. Needed that. Holy shit. One thing about gas station pizza. Delicious. But I don't know. I've tried a lot in the middle of thinking I was actually dying. Man, I just realized that a lot of you guys have like very similar things to me. So, I don't really get like I think I'm dying, but I get like these weird panic attacks. I think I have not talked about this on stream, so fuck it, I'll be open about it. If it helps you guys, then fuck it. So, what'll happen is I'll get off stream, and God, I hate to admit this, but it is true. I get off stream, and then I'll kind of like, especially if it's like a heavier day, for some reason, I will kind of have like a harder time like looking like like just what's the word I'm looking for? This is kind of hard to talk about, like I'll admit it. So I'll get off stream and I'll have like a mini panic attack because of just how, you know, if it was a heavier stream, if we dealt with a lot of stuff and just in general. And then I do have that realization of just like, I don't have a lot of like my support system that I used to. Because like I used to sit with my dog after a stream and just kind of chill with her. She was really, really good at kind of like taking me down from that. Stan is, unfortunately, he adds to it. He's one of those dogs, like, and it's not anything, it's not his fault. He's a great fucking dog. It's just, he takes your energy and it becomes his energy, and then all of a sudden he's having a panic attack. It's like, oh, god damn it. Pap, real talk, that doesn't sound good, man. Yeah, I know. I've been working on it. I've actually been having like a lot of breakthroughs. That's why I'm okay talking about this, because before I would have probably hit it a little bit more. But yeah, no, I've been having breakthroughs with it. That's also why I hope you guys can kind of notice that like I've been in a little bit of a better headspace. I know you guys watch you guys watch a lot of me, so what's going on? Okay. Oh, my wife just was walking down. Don't let the streams do bad things, please. It's not the streams. It really isn't the streams. It's just, I am safe, I am loved. I know. I'm not taking that, but I have heard of benzos. No, dude, it's just, how do I say this, dude? Okay, I'll just try and put this as clearly as possible. When I end stream, and it's like kind of decompressing from what we were talking about, it's not necessarily the politics, it's not talking about Trump, it's not even getting trolled. It's when I'm in that like moment of mental exhaustion, it almost like leaves me vulnerable to realizing how much I've had happen in the last year and a half. And I just I feel it all. So, which I've been dealing with my therapist, where like I gotta allow myself to go through it. It's scary, man. Like it sucks. And yeah, Kyle, you kind of nailed it. Well, streaming and talking about politics for 6 hours is going to leave you feeling weird after the fact, I would think. I mean, yes, there's a little bit of that. Like I'd be lying if I said that like there was nothing from it, but it's not like what you guys would think. Like it's not like it leaves me feeling drained or exhausted type of thing. It just leaves me kind of, like I said, I think vulnerable was the best way to put it, where it's just like, it leaves me a little bit more mentally vulnerable to kind of fall into, again, like just realizing like, the one that really gets me is just I miss my mom, guy. Like, I just gotta admit it. I really miss my mom. Like, I've been having some struggles with that. And I know she loved me, and I know that she's, in whatever spiritual realm, she is there for me. Like, I feel my mom, so shout out Pet Mom. Thanks, guys. Yeah, she was a damn good mom, man. That's why I suggest Thursday just chill with chat night and take night off. Yeah. Well, and because like I kind of had this thing where because I have therapy day, I have been taking my Thursdays off because it's a lot like it's when I've had like a really rough day in therapy, that's when But that's why I always kind of try to leave Thursday open is because there are some days that I feel great because it really like will have a major breakthrough and like I'll just feel energized and just want to stream and like actually kind of hang with you guys. So Thursdays are like, you know what, I do need to like change that on here. Instead of 8 p.m. I should just say Thursdays ? That's what it really should be. And then, well, that's more the type, though. That's the reason I didn't do it, is because, then it's like, leave your notifications on. What you guys should do. Like, you guys should definitely click that bell and get your notifications for the show, because, I do have special shows that, optional. Yeah, it is an optional Thursday. I'll admit that. It is. Fact is, none of us are on camera being as vulnerable as Pep. That is true. That is true. There's a level of vulnerability here. I don't know. This is actually the most vulnerable. Like, these are the vulnerable moments where I'm just kind of being really, really open with you guys. But I'm also trying to be, like, real with where I'm coming from this kind of stuff. And also, cheers. Just remember, with me, one of my friends said this to me once, where he's just like, well, if he's keeping that private, that's how you know something's going on. It's like, yeah. Where's Bob when you need him? I don't need Bob right now. I mean, I'm kind of happy without the trolls, but no, we need to get the stream out here. So that means we just celebrated. Let's start talking about some stuff. Let's actually like talk. Let's get high on some politics, okay? Let's kind of live up to the name. But also, have you liked the stream yet? And have you subbed? All right. One of these days, it's just going to be yes and no, and you guys are going to be like, oh, Pep's creative juices are lacking today. But also, Isaac, thank you for that, by the way. I do, like, I appreciate the fact that you guys actually care about my mental health, and, like, you guys have been so reassuring to me that no matter what, you will be here. Like, if I need to take some time off, you guys will come back, and you guys will, and, you will be here to enjoy the show. And, like, I can't tell you how much that genuinely fucking means to me. I'm getting mushy. Thanks, guys. I think that I've been kind of letting you all know that this does actually matter. Because I think I forgot who it was, so I don't want to appropriate who said this. But I was watching. Oh, I think it was Destiny, though. Yeah, I think it was. Fuck. All right, it might have been him. But just in case it wasn't, it could have been Destiny or another streamer. I'm trying to be as clear as possible here. Because he started kind of going off about how, his audience needs him more than he needs them. And I was just like, dude. what the actual fuck, man? And it wasn't Nick Fuentes, because I was like, if it was Nick Fuentes, it'd be like, this is just him being Nick. But yeah, and I just remember being like, that is so fucking, like, that's so fucked up. Pap, I'm here because you're a cool fucking dude. Thanks, man. I really appreciate that. Oh, not from Density. I can't understand streamers that like get to that point and they just kind of, yeah, man, like they don't appreciate it. Like, whatever. I'm not going to get too down onto that one because that will make me kind of feel bad where I'm like, oh, right. I keep forgetting that these guys that have that attitude about their audience and also are very entitled about their, like, their position on YouTube. Where it's just like, oh, yeah, that's right. They're still going to get rewarded because that's how social media works, man. Tinkerbell, best luck out there. Wait, where are you going? What'd I miss? My doctor's office wants us to show up for a video appointment and be logged in 15 minutes early. And now 20 minutes after my appointment, start time, they are still, they still aren't in the call. Yeah, medical professionals. Yeah, your time doesn't matter. Assholes. Anyway. Real Pat, you're doing good, Pat. You're trying your best under all the pressure of everything you're dealing with, more than any normal person should be dealing with, and sometimes it comes out sideways. Yeah, I mean, yeah, and that's why I do allow myself to kind of have my moments, you know. That's why it's a tiny bit annoying when somebody's just like, oh, there he is, crashing out again. It's just like, number one, dude, this ain't a crash out. Number two, you want to see a fucking crash out. Like, all right, let's fucking go. Yeah, I've been pretty good on that end. Yeah, but like this, boring, fucking boring. We get it, man. We get it. Like, not a single thing that you took the time to type there, if you even typed it. I feel like you have like this like saved, or it's just like pre-programmed, because you do have a little bit of that beep boop aspect to you. Yeah, nothing what you said there bothers me, except I think you misspelled Christian, because you're dumb. So cool. I think that might actually bother me more than anything else, is the fact that it's such low effort. Like, god damn, can you like try? Like, just a wee little bit. Are you trying to, like, because again, even if you're trying to be funny, like, just try. Like, nothing makes me kind of like, I guess I have a weird, like, sense of happiness about it when somebody comes in here to troll me and legit makes me laugh. Like, I'll give those wins, man. Username smash keyboard with face. And there's my troll. Deserves better quality trolls. I do. If there's one thing I deserve is better quality trolls. God. I dare say bring the bots back. Thick skin. I mean, did you type thick and you were gonna type skull? Yeah, yes, you have a thick skull. Or are you talking about me having thick skin? Because, yeah. Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, even with the Israeli flags, who cares? Whatever, man. If you think that's what pisses off leftists, that makes me want to ask, like, are you actually getting responses from other leftists? Because do I need to go have a conversation with these people and tell them to lighten the fuck up? Real talk. Are there other leftist streamers that would actually be bothered by that? And, like, they would just instantly ban? Because I could see it just getting instantly banned for seeming like spam. Because these guys tend to spam that shit. Yes. Oh, all right. Very matter of fact in that answer, just yes. It's embarrassing that you're shilling for Israel. I don't even think he is. I think he's just that I read like he's just trying to like he's using every like little thing that he thinks will piss off a leftist, which okay. You know what's really funny? Knowing damn well that like I am in the company of someone that is 100% not politically aligned with me, but at the same time, like they keep talking about how, oh well, yeah, if this just changed, and you know, like if we had we just had like a little bit, if we were taken care of here, like in, you know, with medicine and all this stuff, and I so badly just wanted to be like socialism. But every once in a while, you gotta do that thing. What's it called? Hide the power level. Watch someone on the left for 2 years. He's now become radicalized and very ugly. You don't have to say who, but what do you mean radicalized? What happened? Dude has got straight bot energy. Yeah. No, I mean that really is just very bottish. Lurking and working. Hey. Well, I always hope that the audio element to the show comes through. By the way, guys, my soundboard broke. So I gotta get a new one of those. Yay. I just realized that, by the way. I was just like, I kind of put that on the back burner. Or it's just, yeah, it was just another thing. Yeah, fuck. No, yeah, I know. Here, you know what? Let's see. How much is a new one? Because I had an old school one. Passive voice. Would you do Peps? It doesn't work anymore. Although the timing's a little suspicious now I think about it, because I did the Windows update and all of a sudden it went, I think it might have updated itself out of, here, let's see. I'm going to type in the model. Hold on. Jesus. 2019, so it's not exactly a new item. Here, let's just ask it this. Would Windows update kill my Steam deck? Stream. Just scrolling by. Oh, okay, bye. Boomerang, how's my day? It's going well. I did just kind of remember that my soundboard's not working, and I'm trying to figure out why in real time, because fuck it, why not? I got time. You guys are just gonna do it with me. Okay, so Windows Update 3. Yeah, so it says that the Windows Update did throw a lot of this stuff off. It doesn't say that I'm going to be permanently locked out from using it, though, so I'll figure it out after stream. Just so you guys know, that's why no soundboard. I might just have to look into getting it. I mean, I kind of wanted a new one anyway, to be fair. Because, like, again, the one that I have to do a lot of work just to even get, like, some of, like, the standards. So, for instance, like, there's a bunch of the ones that are commonly used. Like, you can just, like, theoretically, I could just pull... wait a minute. Hold on. I'll just go to... Yeah, because I went to the instance. I think it's called my instance. Yeah, there it is. Instant soundboard effects. Right away, I'm reminded why I just downloaded these fuckers. Jesus Christ. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 different pop-up ads. And this is one of those sites that if you use an ad blocker, it shuts the whole thing down. Does it work, though? Hey, at least we got that. Okay, cool. All right, all right. I do have a backup. As long as it doesn't have. All right, let's see. Can I play? Let's do 3 and one more. and just like that, it gives me one of those timed ads. All right, whatever. Cool. It's like playing a phone game on your fucking computer. God damn it! Why did they make this so bad? Like, what the fuck? And are you almost done? Where's the X? Where's the X? Where's the X? Nope. Whatever. Okay, so I guess I do have a backup option for this, but yeah. If I were Supreme Ruler, I'd make pop-up ads illegal. Dude, there was at one point, there was like this golden age where during Obama's presidency, he made it so there was a limit on how much they could advertise to you on that shit. Like, you guys remember that shit? Like, the sweet there was like this sweet spot where we didn't have robocalls every other fucking call. You didn't have to screen your calls the way that we do now. Because I know that we're all the same. We're all the same in this regard. And if you're not, then I think you're crazy. If you're answering unknown numbers or just numbers that you don't have saved into your phone, you're genuinely kind of fucking nuts to me. Because we all know now how it works. That if you pick up, then your number is in an it goes right into this fucking digital index that's just like, hey, this person picks up his phone for these calls, so there's a better chance that you'll get him, so they constantly flood you with the shit, usually the same firm. Yeah, it's all invasive advertising. Dude, can I just talk about like a random depression moment that I had? This was years ago, but I'll never forget it. So I was having a really, really hard time, and I was having a really bad day. And I just remember that I was setting something up on my computer, and there was like a bunch of pop-up ads. And then there was like one kind of like this where you couldn't just X out like right away. My brain got so overwhelmed with the idea that I am just a commodity to these motherfuckers. And then without missing as I was about to already blow up about that, I got a text message from Pizza Hut where I was just like, what the actual fuck? I had it. I finally had it. Where I was just like, it's advertising all the fucking time. All the fucking time. They just want all your fucking money. They want to pinch pennies and fucking, they want to fucking nickel and dime you everywhere they can. Meanwhile, they don't give a shit about your health. They don't give a shit about anything except for how much of your paycheck they can squander away from you. These motherfuckers, like, seriously. And it's the same with these assholes. Like, have you seen the ads lately where it's like, oh, you just got your tax rebate, do you want to spend some money on new windows? Consider getting some new windows or doing this massive project on your home since you got your tax monies, because we know you got your tax monies. Give us your tax money. Sorry. You might be one of the one politics channel I see not view buying on YouTube. I don't know. I'm not sure if I was getting view botted or not, because when I started my my vertical stream, dude, I was out there, but it did seem very body. You know what I mean? And there's been definitely a noticeable difference in how many people show up to my stream now. And it's not like I'm doing a whole lot different. I didn't take a whole week off or anything like that. I've been taking the same 3 days off that I usually do. Whatever. I'm glad I get to talk to you guys about this because honestly, this is the small shit that bothers me about streaming. Like, it sucks. And I kind of wish that there were more creators out there that talked about this stuff, because it's not like I wouldn't be doing this, but I would have at least had like a degree of like preparation for it. Potatoes are easy. You can grow them in a laundry basket. What? Pep? No. I can't say. I can say this much: if I had 10,000 subs, I would have. That's how that goes. Like, it's just, I hate that I'm at this point right now. No, guys, I'm one of those channels that, yeah, I'm glad that you pointed out. Yes, I do not view bot. I won't view bot, at least if I can control it. And yeah, you guys, I'm viewer supported. I'm one of the, like, genuinely, I am viewer supported from you guys. I don't make a lot of ad revenue. I make some, but yeah, you guys are where I make the, you're where I make the money on the stream, and I really appreciate everybody's kindness and how much you guys you do contribute. Like that, it's humbling. It really fucking is. Oh, actually, Rebecca, thank you again. Thank you for all the contributions to stream and just in general. I really appreciate you. And it's not just because you spend money on stream. I appreciate all you guys, just being my core viewership. And I really am, like, in this weird place the last few days. Maybe it's because Monday something broke in my brain. Like, I was at that point. I mean, I did kind of touch God, so I came back down to earth, and maybe I'm just a little bit like, guys, I love you. I fucking love you so much. Thank you. Like, damn. You make life, like, worth enjoying, and just I try to bring a little bit of joy to your lives. Cause yeah, man, life's too short not to enjoy and have a bunch of cool ass people to talk to. It's been one of those weeks for me too. Yeah, dude. Is it? Okay, well, maybe it's because the sun's out or some shit. We're like in retrograde or some shit. I don't know. And I just know that I am definitely feeling a little bit more, dare I say, mushy. Or it's just, but appreciative too, where this is a super chill space. I try. I mean, I really do. No, actually, Natch, you know what's wild? Because I share, like, I've had, like, enough people on my stream, and, like, because I do, like, raid this space and all this. I won't say who it was on this space, but they did say that I have one of the more toxic chats from this space, and I was like, what? And I think that they were I think they meant from, like, obviously post the vertical takeoff. Vertical takeoff, get it? Yo. That made sense from a hop standpoint. But yeah. Yeah, I wasn't really. What, trans? What do you mean trans? You have the worst trolls and the best regs. Yeah, okay, that's fair. That's fair. That's actually, you know what? I'll own that one, yes. But it's not like I control the trolls. Like, I tried to explain that to, this person, where I was just like, listen, I can't control what some of these people that found my stream do, but, and they tried to insinuate that, oh, well, you could ban them. I'm just like, uh-huh. For what? Like, if they don't commit a bannable offense, if they're just being annoying, I'm sorry. Like, I don't necessarily see that as being a bannable offense. Like, they have to be, like, annoying to a point. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I do have kind of like that whole spamming thing where I'm just like, all right, polarizing, pepperizing. I'm very pepperizing. Yes. Polarizing pep. Oh, God. Well, I'm also going to say that I actually appreciate another creator being honest with me about what they thought about my channel and just in general, like, what I deal with. Because I don't know. There were some nice things said about me in that exact same discussion where they were talking about how, like, I'm a marathon streamer. They don't understand how I can do what I do, and just in general, like, also contribute to this space, like, regularly. And God, I have something in my eye. I think it's an eyelash. God damn it. I haven't had this happen on stream yet, I don't think. It really fucking hurts. You can ban me for no reason if you want to. I probably deserve it. No, you don't. Ghost Dog, you've actually been all right. I mean, every once in a while you'll say some, like, not even weird shit. It's just, like, it's weird to me because I didn't see, like, what precluded it, which does suck. Occasionally I'll see a chat where I'm like, oh, I totally missed all the context for that. What are you talking about? You have dog videos. I have no idea how you do so many hours. I don't know. I maybe my brain is broken. Maybe it's you know, it could be something like that. It could be like the intense ADHD that I, you know, have and live with, which I would kind of say it's that. You guys notice how, like, I can talk. I'm a chatterbox. I dare say, you know, gift of gab and all that. One thing I do not have is a short-term memory. So I can literally be in the middle of talking about something and then just, you'll make a counter, or like you'll ask a question. I'll be like, wait, what were we talking about? I'm working on it. You know, I'm working on it. Anyway. But yeah, guys, I really do. I'm gonna wrap this up, but I do really appreciate everybody, you know, that comes in here, is chill, and just in general is enjoys themselves. And I hope you guys enjoy this. I hope you guys enjoy the space. I do. I hope you guys enjoy watching this, and also just, yeah, I hope that I can entertain you guys. Yeah. All right, cool. Now we can actually move on into some actual, like, news, politics, and stuff like that. I only have, like, a few things pulled up here. We're going to be doing some, like, roulette style stuff. That's why I'm also just, I don't care. We're going to chill. Hi again. You're back. What's your deal? Like, so what's your deal? I'm going to just call you Jay. Because Donnan, or is it Donnan? By Dannon. Wait, by Menon? Was that it? Wait, you guys know what I'm talking about. Like, you guys remember that commercial? Like, or like those commercials where, like, and then it would add with by Menon. Yeah, was it by Menon? Anyway. I just had one of those moments come back to me where I was just like, whoa! Yeah, what was that for? The Age of Ultron is upon us. Learn to love your new AI overlord. Speaking of Ultron, James Spader's coming back as Ultron in the new Vision Quest show. That's what it was. It was a deodorant commercial. Thank you. No. Thank you. Hey, I feel so much better. Because, yeah, my brain could not pinpoint where I'm like, where the fuck was that from? But that was something that I would hear all the time on commercials growing up. Yeah. By Menon. Here, let's see. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't this. By Menon products. Chocolate cream. No, it wasn't like a Jenny Craig thing, was it? Because the ones that I'm finding are like Be Slim and shit like that. Oh. Don't correct me on my spelling. English is my third language. Small spelling mistakes should be ignored. Well, I don't really hold people to spelling mistakes. As a foreigner, I just know some trigger words. So you're just like kind of playing like, wait. You saw this as like a sandbox where you could just kind of come and just be like, hey, I know some words that will piss them off. Like with English as your third language, it's just like, oh, look at you, dick faces. Even though that one kind of works, but nobody, we don't call people dick face enough. I don't know. Make dick face great again. He's bullshitting. Natch, you would know. Not saying that you would know about bullshitting. It's the fact that you're saying that he's an Indian troll. Not that you're a troll either. You know, that was rude. I shouldn't have said that you would know this. Type trigger words here. Yeah, let's not. Because I have a feeling that it's gonna that could take a swerve into not TOS territory, which I mean, I try to save you guys from yourselves on this one, realistically. Like, I hope you guys understand that I'm not the one that necessarily takes the hits, especially if we do tackle, you know, you guys going and trying to break TOS. So yeah, just don't, you know, save your accounts and just in general, like, you don't want those hits. Personal, yeah. So, oh, that's what it was. I typed in by Menon. So Menon. Oh, that's what it was. Oh, yeah. You got it. You actually, thank you. Wow. Yeah, speed stick. It was speed stick. Do you have speed stick in your life? Well, you need to have a speed stick. Wipe your armpits. By Menon. There we go. And yes, yeah. All right, cool. Hey, Clover, I'm gonna just call you Clova. Clovetry? There we go. Clovetry. But still, Clove. Thank you for that. That was awesome. I appreciate you bringing that. Just see, I like the random stuff like that where I'm like, guys, that would have driven me nuts. Same, but by other people, Mitch. Oh yeah, I was shadow banned like 2, maybe 3 times lately. Never even knew it was a real thing. Yes, it is. Yeah. No, if you guys like use enough, if you guys break TOS like language stuff, they won't just block your account. They will, exactly, you will get shadowed. I mean, I've been a little worried that like I've gotten shadow banned based on, you know, turnout, but I don't know. You know, I've noticed that I do a much better show when I'm not focused on this. And this is something that is, I think it's because I am at this growth point where it's almost like a tease, where I'm like, I'm so close. I am so close to breaking through and actually making this a full-time gig and being able to not worry about this stuff and just focus on providing the best show for you guys. Which I already try my best at, but I understand, you know, sometimes not the greatest, but least I try, right? I like to claim the title of King of Useless Trivia. That's a great fucking I want to go to the bar with you. We have bar trivia night in Chicago here at one of our local breweries. I would love, dude, I love people that are like, they can claim that they are like the king or queen of just useless information. That just means that I actually see you as almost like an invaluable person to have around. Because also, I love that stuff, man. I used to totally like drop just random factoids on people. Language barriers, bro. Language barriers. Okay, America has white, black, brown people, but an orange president. Okay, keep trying. Natch, yawn. Bro, you're fucking... I have taught you well. Yawn. Oh, dude. Oh, it's so funny to see some of my audience start to use my vernaculars. Dude, that's fucking... Do better. Actually, you know what? If you guys don't mind being a little honest with me, what's a pepism that you guys have adopted into your lives? Because God, I know that I have quite a few, and I'd actually probably be more heartbroken. It's just like, I mean, we like you, but we haven't really, nothing's really rubbed off or anything like that. It's just, no. Yondanu. I've come to Yondanu. I've come to bargain. It works. It works. It works. I mean, all right. Pinkerbell, I can usually find lost things. I can't. I have things. I'm one of those people, like, I'll set something down and then I'll lose it. Like again, my short-term memory is bad to the point where, yes, I should probably get that checked. Yawn. Context, please. Yawn. Like, he's claiming that you're trying to be funny and that it's not working and that it's just going, yeah. And he's yawning. Okay, what the hell is going on with this? As you can see, the pepper, like I'm noticing that he's kind of like shifting color. Dude, do I need a new fucking camera already? My husband can ask where something is, and I usually know. Me and my wife, we're a doomed couple where if I ask, she'll go, I don't know, and I'll be like, oh, great. We're so fucked. Oh, okay. Listen, man, I'm not trying to be mean to you. Natch doesn't trust you, and I trust Natch in his judgment. But, hey, Natch. Okay, I understand. Like, so I do understand that there's different Indian dialects. Is there a common dialect that you guys like communicate in, like say online, or how's that work? I've never actually really thought about this. Huh. Anyway, not my first cup of tea then. You mean cup of chai? I'm so white. I am so lily white. You got to pronounce it with that whole WH. White. The pedo Trump is such a grifter. Yes, he is. The salamander for truth. You are. Oh, it's a little axolotl. I see you got an axolotl. I like axolotls. All right, because you can say that and it sounds funny. Axolotl. Anyway. I appreciate you popping by. Yes, this isn't like a pro-Trump stream. This isn't like a pro-Democrat stream either. I'm a lefty that tries to be chill and like actually have conversations with people. So, what? Yes, yeah, Kyle, you got it. That's exactly how you spell what when I say it. Masala chai, yeah. Okay. I'm so hot. Masala. Is that not like hot? Like, what's masala? Because I've had like chicken masala. What's masala? Hindu term of a mixture of spices commonly used in Indian cuisine. Okay, so yeah. So what's this one? Is it like is it kind of cinnamony? All right, I wasn't too far off. Yeah, blend of spices. Okay. Oh. I mean, I'm gonna just say it, I love Indian food. Like, it was so funny because somebody in my chat was talking about how like their entire apartment complex smelled like curry. I was just like, what's wrong with that? I see absolutely nothing wrong with that. I love walking into a place and like being able to smell like, well, as long as it's good food. All right. The most egregious one is if you're like cooking or if you microwave fish, number one. What are you doing? Everyone hates you, and you apparently don't have a sense of smell. Okay, so I have one at least where I'm just like, no. So clove, cardamom, ginger. Ooh, man, you just made me really want a cup of tea. All right, I'm gonna go get a cup of tea. So what I'm gonna do? All right, we're gonna start some of the news portion here. Like tikka masala. Yeah. Now you're chilling. Let's keep that. I mean, the thing is, I kind of got him from like doing the thing to now he's just like, yeah. This is the tea and butter chicken. Dude, did you see that butter chicken is like really expensive in the States right now because of like, I guess some of the tariffs and shit? Yeah. I just read an article about that. I was just like, wait, my butter chicken is about to become more expensive? No! It's actually like one of my weekly go-to meals. Although, I need to get back on that. Because I used to do like a either Wednesday or Thursday night, I would make butter chicken or tikka, and then put it on some white rice and just have a nice little simple meal. But I also have to be careful now because like my wife can't have anything that's too hot. We do not want to upset her stomach right now, or her, just in general. Yeah, the parts. The colon. Breaking news. Trump gets up. Oh, here. Well, here we got this first. I'm gonna do this. Bring this up. Then I'm gonna bring this up. Give me 1 second. Politics thing, breaking news. Nightmare news. All right, so here, I'm gonna put this on while I run upstairs real quick. I need to make a cup of tea. My 420 is also coming up here in a minute. So, the Strait of Hormuz closure is going to raise prices too. Oh, yeah. Like, realistically, it's getting to the point where my buddy, who is he's not a lefty, your traditional lefty, his politics lean more left, but he would identify as a centrist. And he even started, like, he said that every time that he fills up now, he does have that thought in the back of his head where he's just like, God damn it, Trump. Like, what the fuck are you doing? And it's not like, and I also hate the Republicans that are coming out and they're just like, you're cheering for this. It's like, no, I'm not, because I pay for gas too, motherfuckers. I drive. I pay for energy. What are you talking about? Listen, if everything was cheaper, then maybe I would go, hey, Trump did all right on this. But they're looking for this weird thing where they want us to credit Trump with a good economy that's not there. Like, holy shit. Everything is so fucking expensive right now, man. Like, it's bad out there. I know I'm breaking news here. Hey, breaking news. Centrist rule. Sure. I mean, not really, because most centrists can't admit where they actually fall politically, which is bullshit. Like, I just say it like it is, man. Some people will call me a centrist because I refuse to say that, I'm not a communist and I don't believe in, full-blown, like, seize the means of production, blah, 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 blah. And then I just admit that it's like, no, I fall in line with, like, where the DSA is right now. Like, I like where DSA is at. I don't like the people that are necessarily running the Chicago DSA because it seems like they want to focus on things that don't matter. Like, I'm getting a little tired of that. I would like to be part of a political group that seems to have a sense of urgency about, like, the state in which we're living in. Because realistically, dude, like these people are still focusing on shit like microaggressions and just kind of making sure that everybody feels like they can be, we want to make the most inclusive space. And it's just like, okay, at what cost though? Like you're not focusing on bringing any candidates up. Like you're not doing anything of substance. And then I walk out feeling like I'm somehow worse off. Excuse me. It's not great. It's getting better, but better soon as war with Iran is over in a couple of weeks. By whose metrics? Because every time, dude, here's where I can't stand people keep on with the Trump-hopium. The motherfucker said it was going to be 2 to 3 weeks. You guys moved that goalpost to 6 weeks. We got past the 6 weeks. We're in 8 weeks now. And now you guys are kind of like, yeah, well, it's not going to be a forever war. Shut the fuck up. You guys don't, like, it would make more sense if you did, like, have a line, but you keep moving your own goalposts, man. Like, hold the motherfucker accountable. Start just saying that he sucks and that he betrayed you. But, dude, he did. Danny, he totally did. Maybe it'll be 2 to 3 weeks. And then even his fucking sycophants, Pete Kegsbreath and all these guys, they were saying it was going to be 2 to 3 weeks, maybe 6 tops. Again, we're in the 8th week. He keeps doing these things where every Friday he tries to move the markets right before the markets close so they can start out. Then he can kind of sit there during the weekend, wheeling and dealing. Not with Iran, by the way. He's wheeling and dealing with his buddies, making sure that they get rich. And that he gets rich, and that we keep getting fucked. But whatever, man. What am I lying about, Danny? What am I lying about? Please, enlighten me. If I have to issue a retraction, then I will issue a retraction. But what you're doing is you're having an emotional outburst because you can't actually have any rhetoric. You don't have anything. You probably wake up and chant death to America every day. Okay, motherfucker. Like, that's all you got instead of something of substance? Like, I'm calling out the fact that the gas prices are so fucking high that most Americans are pissed the fuck off. But this is your response. This is how most MAGA responds. Denial. Because that's all you know. You never know how to be accountable because Trump taught you how to not be. But whatever, man. I don't give a shit. Trump will defeat you? With what? I'm an American, dumbass. Oh, he's going to come after me? You're telling me that somehow, some way, that the enemy is within. You guys are fucking retarded. You really are. The fact is, you want to talk about, you probably chant death to America. You literally want half of your American neighbors and brethren to be locked the fuck up because you don't like how they think. That's where you're at, motherfucker. And you want to talk about how I'm anti-American? I'm a patriot. I actually want you to have lower taxes. I want you to have Medicare. And guess what? I want you to still be here because I recognize that if you were born here, you're an American, just like I am. But you're a cunt, and you can't accept that. You can't accept that people think differently. And you don't want to live in the world that the left wants because they care about trans rights. They care about having inclusivity. Oh, DEI. That's all you got. That's all you got. And the thing is, it doesn't produce anything. You guys haven't actually done anything of substance. You sitting here supporting Trump the way that you do, full-throatedly, literally, cock all the way in the fucking back of your throat. You guys cannot apparently pull it out for just a second to get that little bit of breath that your brain needs to fucking figure out that you are getting fucked. But you know what? Again, you're just like, please nut, Mr. Trump. I can't wait to taste your sweet juices, Mr. Trump. Here we go. Here, there it is. I just figured out the poll. Wheeze nut diabolical. I mean, dude, that's where they're at. Ton jiggling the balls, yeah. Yeah. I love them. I love them. I taught them how to do this thing where they just sit there and they line up to do it. They totally line up to do it. It's incredible. Incredible. They say, sir, can I please gargle your balls, gargle it, so I can take your cum and I can start doing I can blow bubbles. They're blowing Trump bubbles. Ah, shit. What is going on with this? Hold on. There we go. It's a little hard to believe he actually has a base anymore. That's why, like, when I see some of these people coming in here just with, like, the pre-programmed beep boop motherfucker shit, it does kind of make sense. Like, these people, even if they are there, they're emotionally broken, and, like, they have it's literally sunken cost bullshit. We talk a lot about it, but for real, they have sunk so much of their identity into supporting Trump that if they admit that they're, like, wrong, or that if Trump somehow betrayed them, well, oh God, that means that, oh God, my entire life was a lie? What? Like, Jesus Christ. How am I emotionally broken? I spent the first hour having a therapy session, essentially, with my chat, just admitting, how I'm not perfect where I am mentally. But, okay, how am I emotionally broken here? It seems, Danny, you're the emotional one. You're the one getting all worked up that somebody's making fun of your daddy, or your whatever the fuck you call him. I'm going to call him your sugar. He's your sugar daddy, but he doesn't even give you sugar. Wait a minute. He's your salt daddy. Wait, what's orange? Wait a minute. Your citrus daddy. There it is. Your citrus daddy. You love your citrus daddy so fucking much. You love him. And you can't not stand up for him. You can't just splendid daddy. Splendid daddy. Pep. They're just taking what you said to them and throwing it at you. Yeah, great job. Hey, thank you for the kind $20 donation, Grandma Flatterson. Really appreciate that.
At GMI 67 Flatterson $22.
Oh, thank you. I mean, there's no chat attached, so just thank you very much. Let's see if he actually comes down. He's been chilling with his mom. Uh-oh, Danny is crusty. Well, dude. It's not like there's nothing of substance coming here. Coming from him. I'm totally coming. Okay, we have totally gotten off of now we're just it's like a hose. It's everywhere. God, big scary ghost. Dude, it's one of the funniest South Parks. What? I saw a ghost. It was a big scary ghost. It's ectoplasm. Anyway, let's get off the. I am a juvenile ass. I can't help it. So yes, let's get away from this, because holy shit, substance going into Danny. Oh wow, someone actually answered. No, they oh my God, wow. That's just, it's so crazy to me. Like, no matter what my poll is, there is somebody that's just like, yep, I huff Trump's farts. It's just, why? Like, goddamn. Is that a badge of honor for them to just be like, yep, hey, look, Trump, I said that I huff your farts. Love me. Wow, you guys are all caught up in my few comments. We allegedly cover politics here. Allegedly. Yes, yes. Wait, Danny's new Bob? Oh. Wait, are you from Terre Haute? By any chance? If you're from Terre Haute, Indiana, I need to ask you something. What are the gas prices? What are the gas prices today in Terre Haute? God, if Bob had a fucking, like, creative bone in his body, he would have just been like, I'll do the gas report for you. And he would send me a video where it's just, this is Terre Haute Bob coming at you for Pep Talks Live. Today, our gas price is at $3.24, down 20 cents from $3.64. Damn that Biden. Danny, our gas price is as high as Joe Biden. Danny Bubba Hayes. Man, why is Danny so angry? What's going on, Danny? What's going on in your life that's got you to be so mad? And just in general, like, what? Why? Like, why you gotta, like, you gotta understand that, like, if you just chill out, we could have had a conversation, but now you're just like, you're so angry. Citrus Daddy 2028. Hey, there you go. Hey, look, there's the first one. It's the first one. What comment was I mad? I mean, you seem pretty upset. But I don't know. If you're not, glad that you're chilling. His red hat from China is all itchy. All right. Well, here, I got this breaking news thing. Danny will be interested to hear this breaking news.
Thanks to exclusive reporting from the Washington Post, which just dropped.
Oh my God, he's got meta glasses. Gross.
About Donald Trump's disastrous.
Why, dude?
Iran.
Why? You don't do like IRL content? Ew.
And it has massive.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not going to have those.
Just for the war effort, but the American economy, gas and oil prices.
And I actually do like man on the street content. IRL content, if you will.
And the November midterms. The long story short is that the reporting describes a classified briefing between Trump's Pentagon and members of Congress. And during that briefing, Trump's own military advisors told Congress it could take up to 6 months, to fully clear the Strait of Hormuz of the mines that the Iranian government seeded in the strait. And that's been the primary threat, which has strangled commercial shipping through the Strait of Hormuz and thus triggered global inflation, surging oil prices, and surging gas prices at the pump. It could take up to 6 months to resolve that issue.
What's up, Avatala, the winged wolf?
They told
what up in a few days?
Congress, that operation wouldn't even start until after the war between the U.S. and Iran comes to an end. In other words, the economic catastrophe that Trump has inflicted on us,
I just don't get it.
Won't just likely be here through the midterms, but well beyond. This is economic disaster for America and a political nightmare for Trump and the Republicans.
Like, I have a feeling that he would also, like, he's one of those types that would clutch his pearls about finding out, like, how they're collecting data on you while wearing meta glasses.
And we have to talk about it. But before we do, if you end up liking this video and you want to support the channel, please be sure to hit the like, subscribe, and alert bells before you go. All right, folks, first I want to refer to a Twitter thread by one of the authors
are
down
4 minutes away from the 420 local here, so everybody get prepared. I got to go get my stuff.
It could take up to 6 months to fully clear the Strait of Hormuz of mines deployed by the Iranian military, and any such operation is unlikely to be carried out until the U.S. war with Iran ends, the Pentagon has informed Congress. An assessment that means the conflict's economic impact could extend late into this year or beyond. He has a link to it. We'll take a look at the reporting in just a second. A senior Pentagon official shared the estimate, which has not been previously reported, during a classified briefing Tuesday for members of the House Armed Services Committee, officials said. The timeline was met with frustration by Democrats and Republicans alike. Of course, Democrats because they care about the American people, Republicans because they know this likely further screws them in the upcoming midterms. But let's take a look at the actual reporting. It's definitely worth diving into. The byline says, the Pentagon assessment shared in a classified briefing for lawmakers suggests gas and oil prices could remain elevated through the midterm elections. It could take up to 6 months to fully clear the Strait of Hormuz of mines deployed by the Iranian military, and any such operation is unlikely to be carried out until the U.S. war with Iran ends. A senior Defense Department official shared the estimate, which has not been previously reported, during a classified briefing Tuesday for members of the House Armed Services Committee, said 3 officials familiar with the discussion. The timeline, met with frustration by Democrats and Republicans alike, two of these people said, is perhaps the clearest sign that gas and oil prices could remain elevated long after any peace deal is reached. Beyond any economic ramifications, such an outcome is also to have significant implications politically in the United States, particularly for Republicans as November's midterm elections draw near. Donald Trump's decision to start the war has proven unpopular with most Americans.
Oh, did Danny take off?
And it's fractured his political base, which voted him into office based in part on his repeated promises to avoid foreign military entanglements and focus more on domestic issues. Three officials speaking on the condition of anonymity because of the discussion's sensitivity said lawmakers were told that Iran may have placed 20 or more mines in and around the Strait of Hormuz, a vital waterway for the movement of Middle Eastern oil through the Persian Gulf.
Where are you driving to, Mitch? You gotta go.
Try
and pick up the angry wife from work.
It difficult for U.S. forces to detect the mines as they are deployed.
Make her less
the senior
angry.
defense official told lawmakers.
We got dog cam.
Others are believed to have been laid by Iranian forces using small boats.
I heard that.
The Pentagon did not respond Wednesday to questions about the military's assessment for how long it could take.
Trump will clap your cheeks.
To clear the mines. U.S. Central
What with this tiny mushroom?
Command,
Good luck.
which oversees operation in the region, declined to comment. The White House referred questions to the Pentagon.
The only cheeks he's clapping seem to be his own every time that he has to fucking get his little neck pussy situated, where it just hold on, I gotta get all this extra skin, gotta tuck it on down, get my neck ussy, my nussy.
Did not respond. The stifling of shipping traffic in the Strait of Hormuz has emerged as an enduring flashpoint in the war, with Iran declaring it closed and even attacking some ships as a way of inflicting pain on the global economy and the Trump administration, as Washington and Tehran each pressed their demands to end the war. Before the war, about 20% of the world's
What happened
oil
in the midterms? Can you? What happens in the midterms? Can you guys change the presidency
Japan,
then? No.
South Korea, China, and
I'll
other
explain
Asian
that in a minute
nations
here.
among those most heavily reliant on the Middle Eastern energy. Trump has insisted
the host is a hateful
that
punk.
Iran
Yes, I'm so hateful.
and its nuclear program turn over all of its highly enriched uranium.
Making fun of the president and welcoming everybody, in their political opinions, no matter if they dissent from my own.
Real.
Yes, so hateful.
Strait, threatening further military action if Tehran does not agree. Iran has said it will not continue negotiating with U.S. officials until Trump ends a naval blockade he imposed this month to choke Iran's oil-based economy. Iran began laying mines in the strait in March as U.S. and Israeli forces continued their attacks on the country, a detail reported earlier by CNN. Trump, in turn, threatened Iran that Iran would face consequences, quote, at a level never before seen, unless it removed any mines that, quote, may have been placed. The Pentagon in subsequent days highlighted an effort to attack Iranian vessels that could emplace mines. Pete Hegseth, speaking on social media, said U.S. forces were destroying those ships with, quote, ruthless precision, and that the United States, quote, will not allow terrorists to hold the Strait of Hormuz hostage.
Happy 420, everybody. That was a good one.
Iran's deputy foreign minister responded by denying that Iran was laying any mines. The New York Times, citing U.S. officials, reported this month that it appears Iran is unable to find all of the mines that it's laid, which is also a big friggin' problem. The Pentagon's latest assessment was shared with lawmakers after Trump said on social media that, quote, Iran, with the help of the USA, has removed or is removing all sea mines from the Strait of Hormuz. That assertion, made Friday amid a flurry of messages posted by Trump on his Truth Social platform, coincided with his apparent efforts to calm markets and project confidence that a deal to end the war was near. Trump,
by the way, nice fit today. Oh, thanks.
Said on Tuesday that he was extending a 2-week ceasefire indefinitely. Iran's leadership, he said, is, quote, seriously fractured and needs to, quote, come up with a unified proposal. His comments
to say that the hoodies are in the laundry
came amid indications that Iranian officials were reluctant to.
I'm not sure if you guys do this, but I hang dry like my hoodies and my t-shirts that I don't ever want to shrink. So it takes 2 fucking whole days for my my hoodies to dry.
For another round of negotiations. It's unclear what plan the U.S. military could implement to go about a mine-clearing operation. Officials have raised the possibility of using helicopters, drones, and explosive ordnance disposal divers. Some commercial vessels moved through the Strait of Hormuz this month during the
By the way, guys, we had a $20 donation, just so you guys know. The Pep Hat's back. So if you guys don't know, and you are new here, oof, bad hair day. Oh, that's right, glasses. I will also continue the video, but this is what happens.
The shipping traffic again stalled this past weekend after Iranian forces opened fire on tanker ships and declared the waterway closed again.
It doesn't matter what we're covering. We could be covering war coverage. The only thing that I will not wear this for is when somebody passes And that's a different story. But yeah, $100, then I got to wear the hat.
Richard Nephew, an expert on Iranian diplomacy and senior researcher at Columbia University, said the 6-month time frame to clear the Strait of Mines is likely to jolt oil and gas markets given the concern insurers, ship owners, and captains will have about moving.
I just realized why I actually kind of don't mind this stupid cuck. He puts on a show. Look at him. He put on a weird pepper hat. Not everybody would do that. Not everybody would have a puppet of essentially Tim Pool as a pepper. I'm Tim Pepper. If you guys don't know me, hi. I should probably reintroduce myself. This guy got me at the wrong. I got shipped to the wrong house. I'm supposed to be at Tim Pool's podcast, but now I'm on this Pepcast or whatever the hell this is. This Pep Talks fella. Anyway, thank you for being here, I guess, and I hope you enjoy my show. Hee kickflip.
Through a mined sea lane. Quote, you're not going to have many people wanting to run that risk. The presence of mines might not cause, quote, total interruption, Nephew said, but the consequences of a 2-track strait being partially unusable could be significant. Folks, this is absolutely atrocious for Donald Trump, for the Republican Party. And again, the economic...
Yeah, but you know what I don't like? Somebody that literally makes a career out of fear-mongering for liberals doing this, like constantly doing these like victory laps for things like this.
Consequences of this.
But then they have to eat crow, when all of a sudden something happens in the markets that make it so this is all of a sudden irrelevant.
Are severe and will be felt by everybody, not just, Republicans, but also the American people writ large.
I forgot my tea.
He started this war. This was a war of choice. He campaigned against starting these wars. He said he understood the costs in terms of blood and treasure, the economic hardship, and he went ahead and did it anyway. He broke his damn word, and now the American people are suffering the consequences.
Yeah, thank you for that explanation, Josiah. I really appreciate that. All right, well, guess what we're going to cover? I know that like a lot of MAGA stooges don't want to even like hear this kind of news because they think that it's somehow fake news designed to hurt Trump. But this is something that everybody should at least like have in the back of their minds because this is bad. Like this is really bad. I know, like my very educated take on this. Josh, hey man, how's it going? Shout out Daisy, and I just want to say, yeah, man, like. I kind of thought about you the other day, or yesterday, I should say. Hey. Gave my dog a nice big hug and just, yeah. If that's okay, I just want to say that Josh suffered a pretty bad loss as far as his pup. So condolences to Josh. Worst has been all year, and it's only going to get worse. I couldn't see who else answered my question, but I could read it, so thank you. It's going, but she's better off now. Thanks, Pop. Hey, man. Like I said, it was one of those moments that I sat with Stan, and I just gave him a nice little hug and just kind of hung with him, because he's going through his own thing, and I'm just... God, so much going on. Anyway, yeah, so extreme heat threat threatens global food systems. So we already have a global supply problem because of this fucking war. This is just going to make it even worse. Yay! And then we have the fertilizer problem. It's almost like we're gearing up for a food crisis that's going to hit randomly. Like, and when I say randomly, it's not going to just be like one of those, like, oh, it hits and then people forget about it. I mean, like COVID hits. Climate change on top of it all. Yeah. No, we have major issues happening with the food supply. So this is something that, all of us should pay attention to. Also, if you're not already a 2A person in America, these are the reasons you might want to be. All right? Because just when people talk about like protection kind of stuff, like, I don't know, man, like this is where it's going to get bad. Like, and if we go into like a global depression on top of having a food crisis, like, dude, it's gonna be bad. All right, keep your head in the hey, put your head in that dirt there, buddy. I don't care. You don't have to listen to this. I'm going to inform them of what a bunch of news agencies from the right wing, by the way, are saying. You see this here? There isn't a single left-wing source fucking tracking this. United Nations Food and Agricultural Organization and World Meteorological Organization reported extreme heat is pushing global food systems to the brink, threatening livelihood and health of more than 1 billion people. Prolonged heat in Brazil during 2023-2024 cut soybean yields into by as much as 20%, while a 2025 heat event in Kyrgyzstan caused 25% decline in cereal harvest. Now, I hope you understand that this is happening in America, too. Like, climate change is kind of forcing crops that would usually be able to be grown in, like, Illinois, for instance, to not be grown. I know, it's as simple as we have a lot more rain. So it's flooding these fields, so there's no crop. No crop means no food. Great. We gonna have another Dust Bowl? I'm not here as much as this guy thinks that I'm here to fearmonger you guys with this one. No, I don't think it's going to be another Dust Bowl, but I mean, it could lead to that, I guess. Realistically, if there is, no rain and then there's that whole, like, I mean, the Dust Bowl, let's be real. It's not like that wasn't a man-made thing. Yes, you could argue that industrialization did kind of fucking play a little bit of a part in it, but I think it was just unlucky. Like bad drought, then big windstorm. But that's true. Our current water management is better. It is true. Yeah. But at the same time, even with our current management, you got towns in Arizona and like in the desert that just, they ain't doing too hot. Well, I mean, they are doing too hot. Hence why no water. Get it? Science joke. My dad grows his own food and has beehives. Nice. Yeah, I mean, some people are going to be fine, but I don't know, man. I think even at that point, because like, at some point you need, irrigation and just if there's a water crisis that's followed. And this is where I'm not trying to do fearmongery stuff. I'm not even trying to do prepper shit. I'm just saying this is as far as like what could actually really affect you like on a wide scale. This is one of them, and this is the stuff where it's not, like I was saying, not as sexy as like the apocalypse, where it's just like, guys, we're just experiencing a water shortage because there wasn't a lot of rain. And, there was a lot of rain because we over industrialized, which, to my other point about the Dust Bowl. All right, listen, I indulge, okay? This is just fucking... Anyway. The FAO and WMO called for better risk governance and early warning weather systems to help farmers and fishers to take preventative action, stating piecemeal responses are inadequate. Well, yeah, because, like, to be fair... Like, even the scientists were saying this wasn't going to happen for, like, a couple hundred years? I mean, I remember when the models were even just like, it could be 1,000 years. We don't know. And then here we are. We're just like, it's happening now. That's not good. Buy gold and silver morons? What? Buy. Like, oh, you buy. You need to buy gold and silver. Uh-huh. Yep, sure. Huh. Instead of holding our government accountable to, not let this happen, sure, let's just buy these commodities and just keep fucking betting on the same system that's fucking us over right now. Whatever, man. Oh, shit. What the fuck? Hold on. Yeah, who's going to be buying that gold? Yep. Hey, numbnuts. There we go. I can see somebody got a pepism. I was dead serious when I asked that, by the way. Like, what's your favorite? What's a Pepism that you've taken into your life? You can't eat gold or silver. Nope. It's the same way that, yeah, I remember saying that to somebody that was spending their a lot of money on like Pokemon cards because they were like, oh yeah, you know, I'm doing it for the speculation and blah blah blah, which I already hate them for. But yeah, I was like, well, yeah, but you were just complaining how you're not eating enough and like you don't have enough to like pay your insurance and you can't eat Pokemon cards. Like, what are you doing? Whatever. I went to a meat auction, bought 40 pounds of chicken for 20 bucks. 30 pound meat auction? Oh, wait, oh, what? That's a thing? I mean, I guess in farm communities, I guess that makes sense. Damn. I really am a city slicker. So that's like something you guys do like commonly? Like you guys just go to like a meat market or some shit and like you guys like bid on like giant chunks of meat or like how's this work? Wait a minute. Yeah, there are still butchers that auction meat? Huh. Let's see. Pokemon cards make great compost? Hey. Pokemon cards make me happy because I like to play the game and also pretty pictures and stuff, but I do have one Pokemon card that is worth something that I'm just kind of like, I will sell that let's just put it this way. If I get any notices, then I'll have to, which, god damn it, dude. I always hate thinking like that about my collectibles, but want to talk about an investment. God. My dad was just like, yeah, you probably got some really rare comics. Yeah. You know, it's funny. He made fun of me for buying those same comics. Yeah, meat auction, though. I can't get over this. Wait a minute. Here, I'm looking up where... if I swear to God, if I get some weird fucking response. Meat auction. Hear me. Jesus. Well, that explains why I don't know what any of this is. 60 miles? What? Jesus fucking Christ. When? Okay, I guess there's one. Yeah, not too far, but driving 60 miles to say, well, how much is that? Let's see. Spent how much on meat? Oh, jeez, yeah. I mean, that'd be worth it. Okay, hold on. Wait, I'm assuming you have a meat freezer, right? Or like you have a freezer for this. Yeah, you got me stun locking on this one because I am genuinely like, oh, this is like, I didn't know this was a thing. You need a defreezer too. It's definitely worth it. Huh. Yeah, 40 pounds of chicken for 20 bucks, 30 pounds of beef for 40. And are these all like different cuts? Like, how's that? Yeah, so are you like buying like, you know, different like steak cuts, or are you like, do you have to like, do you have to like cut it up? Like, how's this work? Damn, dude. The price immediately got me where I was just like, wow, that's crazy. That's you stopped the show dead in its tracks because I'm like, meat auction? Huh. Are they just selling old product or old product? I mean, Pep walks into a meat auction vid coming up. I might. Dude, for that price? I mean, I don't have a freezer. God damn it. Every time I hear this too, I'm just like, oh, that's it. Oh, It's kind of like when somebody's just like, hey, check. Oh, this happened the other day. Somebody was getting rid of like a really nice porch set. And I was just like, oh, I'll come get it. And then I'm like, I don't have a truck. And I really don't have access to anybody with a truck. So, and I also don't have a place to rent a truck. So yeah, that was a thing that just kind of made me go, oh, the FOMO got me. All right, I gotta get back to this. All right, thank you for making me aware that these meat auctions even exist. I will look into trying to attend one. It was a box with 4 big bags, just like a restaurant. I broke it down into smaller bags. All sorts of cuts, mince, steaks, chicken pieces. Damn. U-Haul. I know. Yeah, but U-Hauls are kind of like, I don't know. It'll end up costing me, a decent. It's not on my priority list right now, okay? I just found out about this. And like it was the same thing with the couch or the outdoor patio set or whatever. It wouldn't have been worth it because at that point, let's see. Yeah, with the mileage and everything too that I'd have to put on it. Nah, no, it would. Yeah. Pep, YouTube has started recommending me right-wing podcasters. I have on my feed now recommendations for Dave Smith. We do watch a lot of Dave Smith. He's not necessarily right-winger. He's a libertarian. Next episode of Pep Walks, we walk a cow home. Actually, the next episode of Pep Walks, I might have to do a pre-record, but yeah, I want to. I covered it at the beginning of the show. The river walk that I went on during the protests, it's all flooded, and I really want to go see that. Searching for new content has skewed your algo. Dave's not here, man. I consider libertarians right wing. Not like far right wing. No, I know, but like if he pops up on my algorithm, I'm not going to be bothered by that. I mean, me, how do you think I feel? Like, okay, because I do this, I have a lot of recommendations that I'm not really interested in. Trust me. My front page, like, it skews pretty right. Unfortunately, because of all the fucking like Piers Morgan content and all just like the bullshit that I have to look up. And Derek, like, dude, just looking up Fox News like one time completely screwed up my algorithm. But whatever. I chose this life. I will live it. Okay. All right. So,
do you know what
At the President Trump has a different.
Do you know what it
At the President Trump has a different way of calculating. If there's 2 ways of calculating percentage. If you have a $600 truck and you reduce it to 10, that's a 600% reduction.
That, do you know what it
At the President Trump has a different.
No, you imbecile. That's a 98.33% drop. No math besides make-believe math makes it 600%. That's where we're at. That's where we're fucking at as a nation. Where you have RFK out here making up fucking numbers and saying 10%
way of calculating. If
Trump has a different way of calculating percentages. If you have a $600 drug and you reduce it to $10, that's a 600% reduction. No.
there's 2 ways of
Oh my God.
calculating percentage. If you have a $600 truck and you reduce it to 10, that's a 600% reduction.
That, you know, I only.
I wish I had the back half of that. Where is it? Here we go.
We have to look.
And now I recognize.
Trump, RFKjr admits to $13 billion in healthcare fraud payments. Oh my God.
Representative Ocasio-Cortez for her 5 minutes.
Thank you, Madam Chairwoman. How you doing, Mr. Secretary?
Good. Thank you for asking.
No, of course. I'm not sure if you remember our last chat about a year ago where we talked about Medicare Advantage. But, you know, I think one
Last time gas prices got this high, I remember seeing Tahoes, Hummers, Explorers, and lots of boats on the side of the road for sale. Ironically, I have seen a lot of people trading in their giant trucks for like smaller Hondas and like electric cars or hybrids.
area of
We're back to that point.
agreement that we have, I hope,
So glad that they did that just in time for our fucking premium, our electric premiums to
is
skyrocket.
that these insurance companies are fleecing the public, right? Can we agree on that?
Absolutely.
And they are, I mean, it's highway robbery on the American people, on people who are sick, on seniors. We're on
Yeah, but here we are going to focus on with Nick Shirley's bullshit. How come Nick Shirley isn't sitting here shedding a light on the $13 billion that was taken in fraud from insurance companies here?
page about
It's almost like he's not a real journalist.
that, right?
Yes.
And last year, I brought up Medicare, the Medicare Advantage program to you because these corporations like United Healthcare, Aetna, are known to be defrauding the public. And really, we know that with Medicare Advantage, it's to the tune of about $80 billion.
Dude, we're not doing
and
this
the Department
today.
of Justice has, in fact, opened an actual...
You mentioned United last time.
So you remember this, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm glad that we're able to kind of jog the memory on there. We chatted about this, and we actually chatted about it afterwards, too. And so...
Shoot, I didn't realize you were
we
late
know
for
this.
work.
We're all on the
You
same
gotta
page
go.
here. United,
I'll catch you
CVS,
later.
Aetna, they're defrauding the American public to the tune of $80
Lita,
billion a
enough.
year.
Dude,
We know that they're doing this to the public. You know it. I know it. We've even had some bipartisan chat about this. And so I was surprised to see about 2 weeks ago, you had decided to give them another $13 billion. And it was used
give
through
you a
the
little bit of
mechanism
catnip,
the
and then all of a sudden you just
MA
turn into
reimbursement rates.
yeah.
But I want
Godzilla.
to know, why did you do that?
And first of all, I agree with you on everything that you said.
Why is this
we-
audio so bad?
You know, we have to look at the reimbursements that the industry gets, which they said they're not.
Sorry, guys. I just realized how, like, I have this all the way up on all of my stuff. So, yeah. Atlantic Black Star. Don't know what you're doing here, but you totally fucked up your audio, or the audio of this video, whenever you compressed it. Good job. Where the fuck? Hold on, guys. RFK. Let's see. There we go.
So we know this.
APT has horrible audio.
The gentleman yield.
Finally. Okay, so I have to go to fucking Forbes for this. Yikes. Here we go.
I yield it back to the chair.
Okay, thank you for yielding.
Fixing the public, right? Can we agree on that?
There we go. We'll start from
Absolutely.
And they are, I mean, it's highway robbery on the American people, on people who are sick, on seniors. We're on the same page about that, right?
Yes.
And last year, I brought up Medicare, the Medicare Advantage program to you because these corporations like United Healthcare, Aetna, are known to be defrauding the public. And really, we know that with Medicare Advantage, it's to the tune of about $80 billion. And the Department of Justice has, in fact, opened an actual...
You mentioned United last time.
So you remember this,
Yes.
right? Okay, I'm glad that we're able to kind of jog the memory on there. We chatted about this, and we actually chatted about it afterwards, too.
That's
it. Go upstairs.
I've had enough of it.
So we know this. We're all on the same page here. United, CVS, Aetna, they're defrauding the American public to the
You
tune
are
of $80
being
billion
so
a
bad right
year.
now. Why?
We know that they're doing this to the public. You know it. I know it. We've even had some bipartisan chat about this.
How does
And
someone
so I was
cute
surprised to see about
create so
2
much terror?
weeks ago, You had decided to give them another $13 billion.
Why are you going?
And it was used through the mechanism of the MA reimbursement rates. But I want to know, why did you do that?
Shame.
And first of all, I agree with you on everything that you said.
Are you really going right back to it?
The reimbursements that the industry get, which
Dude.
they said there'd been a 5% increase in cost.
What off?
That if we didn't give them the full 5%, they were going to lose. That it would impair patient choice, particularly in some regions of the country. The industry would leave. We gave them a 2% raise.
Right. And I hear what you're saying, Mr. Secretary, that the industry is saying that they're increasing these costs, but the industry is defrauding the public.
Mm-hmm.
So we know they're lying.
Go fucking AOC.
We know they're lying.
I'd be hard pressed to see some Republicans kind of disagreeing with this
Through
back and
even
forth
their
as far as like, dude, this is about like insurance companies defrauding us. Now you're gonna make this partisan because it's her. That shows us exactly where we're at with this.
They are upcoding. They are telling
all of the fucking modern
us,
politics
the public,
right now.
the government, Medicare, our systems, that people are sicker than they are so that they can get more money. They're lowering their reimbursement rates. They're increasing denial. So we know that these folks are lying.
Yep.
We know that they're bad actors. And
Got Luigi back
if
there.
I'm hearing you
It's kinda like-
correctly, we are giving them more money because they're saying that they need it?
Can I
scared
answer the
she'll run?
question? First of all, I appreciate everything you've done and you speaking out about upcoding. We are ending upcoding. We're using AI now to detect it, to prosecute it, and to end it. Yeah, they're lying, but my job as HHS secretary, I have to balance the impact on patients if there are no options in those areas. So we'll do a lot to verify we don't trust. We do a lot to verify.
And I hear what you're saying. I mean, even when you talked about that 2%, it's something that I found interesting too, because that 2.48% wasn't initially what you were going to go for. You had announced in January that, in fact, CMS had proposed an increase of 0.09%.
Yeah.
Which would have essentially kept
This crackling joke of human
payments
garbage.
flat at minimum to these corporations like United and Aetna that are robbing us. And so there was an interesting amendment that you had made. We've got the experts saying, okay, even when you start looking at that inflation rate or
Dogs up, cats down.
that cost rate, even that at most is 0.09%. But then it seemed as though there was some industry backlash.
He's like, all right,
And now
I'm gonna go
we're
see
at
where he's doing, what he's doing.
2.48%. We're giving them $13 billion when they are stealing $80 billion a year as it is. I say we let them eat it.
Yeah.
Why not?
Well, you can see from what we originally published what
Talking to the fucking microphone, asshole.
our intention was, to give them essentially nothing.
Okay.
And we got a huge blowback, not only from the industry, but providers and everybody else who said, we are going to experience closures. We're going to experience places where you cannot get insurance. It is going to leave all these patients high and dry. We did our own investigation. And
if you're worried about that, then fucking socialized medicine. Easy.
You know, you can look at it.
Easy. Don't use us as a scapegoat when you're like, oh, we're worried about, I'm worried that the patients will be left high and dry if we start attacking the insurance companies.
Healthcare
Representative
Dude.
Time's up. And you can.
Anyway, I really appreciate you giving me a chance to answer questions. I can't thank you enough for that.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Secretary Kennedy, how are you? You know, in public life, we all make misstatements, all right? A couple of hours ago, I think you said to Senator Wyden that we now pay the lowest prices in the world for prescription drugs. That is an absurd statement. Nobody in the world believes that. Do you want to correct that statement?
It's for the drugs that are on Trump RX.
I'm not talking about drugs. You said we pay the lowest prices in the world for prescription drugs.
Those drugs we do.
I'm sorry?
For those drugs we do, Senator.
Well, for certain drugs. But in general, would you agree with the Rand Corporation and every other independent survey that we continue to pay the highest prices in the world? You agree with that?
Many drugs are not covered by the agreements yet.
On average, do we pay the highest prices in the world?
As we always have, except for the most common
I'm not
drugs.
saying this is a new development, but you said a moment ago that we pay the lowest prices in the world.
The most common drugs we do, or GLPs, or IVF drugs, or COPD drugs, or asthma drugs, for insulin.
Well, let me give you an example. For the cancer drug Opdivo, it costs $260,000 in the United States, costs $56,000 in Japan. We paying the lowest prices, et cetera, et cetera. Senator Welch made the same point. All right, the bottom line is, look, there are thousands of drugs out there. There may be a drug here or a drug there. We pay lower prices. In general, according to the Rand Corporation, we now pay nearly 3 times as much for prescription drugs than 33 other countries in the OECD. You agree with that?
For the most common drugs, we have the lowest prices.
All right. I am working on legislation which is not inconsistent with what Trump has talked about, and that is we should not be paying higher prices for prescription drugs than people in Europe or in Canada. Is that a concept that you can support?
Yes, President Trump wants this codified, and you have a lot more power than we do.
You're right. You're exactly right, and that is why I am going to be offering an amendment to the budget process right now, which would in fact codify what Trump is talking about, that the United States should not be paying higher prices than other countries around the world. Is that an amendment that you can support and get Republicans to come on board?
We will work with you, but in theory, that's exactly what we want.
All right, let me ask you another question.
They're both sold.
We're on the Help Committee. Casey Means, who is the Trump nominee for Surgeon General, was before us a while back. She agreed with me that TV ads, prescription drug TV ads in America should be banned.
Yeah, they never ever.
And
That's
as you may
what
know,
pisses me off about these hearings is the fact that they just don't answer questions.
we're one of 2 countries in the world.
And then somehow, some way, they think that, oh, they're going to clip this and everybody's going to be upset that, they didn't, dude, the only one that really fucking broke through was the Dow is at 50,000.
Do you agree with that?
Tells you how bad that clip was.
Yes, I agree with it in theory. Constitutionally, you can't ban it, but we are now regulating it for the first time, and you'll see that the ads have changed on TV recently because we've sent out 1,000 disciplinary letters.
You may be right, but I think,
Not really,
people
dude.
who determine the
It's all
constitutionality
CBS
of
is.
laws of the Supreme
I
Court.
watched a lot of Price is Right in a lot of fucking medical offices, and guess what every other commercial was?
Well, we worked a lot on it because I wanted to regulate it.
Okay, but bottom line is, am I hearing you correctly to say that you would like to see a ban on
Yes.
prescription drug TV ads?
Yes.
Okay, good. There are a lot of seniors in this country
Your wife is ugly, Ted. Ugly as a dog.
right now cannot afford dental care. Many seniors have no teeth in their mouths, can't afford hearing aids.
Glasses.
I am introducing
Why is vision never
an
covered?
amendment to the budget process, which would expand Medicare to cover dental, hearing, and vision. Is that something you can support?
I'm happy to talk to you about it. I'm happy to work with you on it.
Other question. Right now,
I'm going to speed this up. I do want to watch the rest of this, but I'm going to speed it up just a wee bit.
we have a diabetes epidemic in this country, an obesity epidemic. Many parents who would like to buy healthy food for their kids really can't make sense of the labeling on food products. All right. Other countries in the world are quite clear in their labeling about the amount of sugar, et cetera, that's in a product. Are you guys making any progress in coming up with simple, strong labeling on food products?
Yes, we are.
When will we see something?
Well, the delay in it has been that one of the big enemies, as you point out, obesity is costing 80% of Medicaid and Medicare dollars. One of the big problems is ultra-processed food, and there has been no federal definition or any usable definition. We've now worked out a definition. There are other, and here at HHS, we're in the process of going through the interagency process. There's other agencies that are Equity, USDA, Department of Commerce, OMB, and they are reviewing our regulations. As soon as we promulgate.
You know, it's kind of funny. Ironically, this is much more left-wing than anybody would give it credit for, but it's just because this moron is out there doing it.
We already have the labeling ready to go.
Do you have any sense when that will be?
Excuse me?
Any sense when that you'll be?
Because usually this is a good thing. Like, objectively, this is a good thing. If they actually do ban like these preservatives, all this bullshit, if they actually do like change a bunch of the bullshit that's in our food, great.
It has
fucking great.
Go, Senator, through the other agencies that I don't have any control, but we want it to happen quickly.
Ah, there it is, though.
Thank you.
I mean, because this is also odd that he's focusing on all this stuff, but then doesn't have dick to say when Trump is just like, you know what? I'm going to make it legal to put all of the pesticides back in the food.
Mr. Chairman, before he leaves, let me agree with Senator Sanders and ask unanimous consent that an article in the New York Times which shows that there's a higher price for Wegovy on Trump RX. This is the fact in terms of America, and Senator Sanders has been correct.
Without objection. Senator Warnock.
Thank you, Brother Chair. Secretary Kennedy, you're here today to defend the president's budget request. In September, you said that the CDC, quote,
RFKjr doesn't give two shits about health.
Will again become
he cares about doing his preachy bullshit.
The World Authority on Infectious Disease Policy. Do you still stand by that statement, yes or no?
We already are.
Secretary Kennedy, do you know what rabies is?
Rabies?
Yeah. Do you know
what it is?
Okay. So rabies, people contract rabies.
I almost got it when I did that alleged act with the raccoons.
As we know, through bites from infected animals like skunks, foxes, like raccoons.
Yeah.
Hey. Good one, Warnock.
It can devastate a family. When a pet is infected, it is very serious. It's 100% fatal in humans.
Yes.
If left untreated, and generally it's a horrific experience.
You can get the rabies vaccine for real?
Staff at the CDC Rabies Division in Atlanta, Georgia, have historically been able to field emergency calls 24/7 from providers about complex rabies cases using CDC expertise to determine appropriate care. Secretary Kennedy, since you and President Trump took office, do you know how many people are left to staff this 24/7 line?
I do not know, Senator.
Okay, so the answer is one. So I want you to know that there's one person left to staff a 24/7 line to respond to rabies, a disease which left untreated.
You know how many rabies cases there are every year in the United States?
So I'm asking the questions. The CDC's infectious disease work has been so decimated under your leadership that there's only one person left to staff the line and respond to families about this very deadly and terrifying infectious disease. Let me ask about another disease. Secretary Kennedy, do you know what prion diseases are?
Yes, I do.
Okay, thanks. And when you think of prion diseases, one of them would be mad cow disease.
Mad cow disease.
Yeah, you would think that they'd have at least 4 people that can handle this that are like they do kind of specialize in all 4, of these really bad diseases.
And diseases like mad cow disease can be transmitted from animal meat to humans, and it can cause a rapid onset of dementia, challenges with walking, personality changes, and severe insomnia.
Anybody else kind of hear that and go like, I think the Don got a bad Big Mac?
Also 100% fatal, and there is no cure, with people's brain tissue essentially turning into a sponge before death. Do you know which office at CDC monitors prion disease? So,
I do not know.
It's the Prion and Public Health Office. Do you know what population?
Oh, it's almost like the Health and Human Services Secretary should know something like that.
Is most at risk of contracting the disease.
This is what drives me nuts about the Trumpers, is that they're just so comfortable putting anyone anywhere that has no experience. And then, like, they were literally the ones being like, DEI, I don't like it because I want the qualified people in the positions. Uh-huh. No, it was about the color of their skin. Get fucked.
I would say
situations like this kind of make you look like clowns because it's like, no, like this guy's definitely not the fucking most qualified.
it's people who eat meat from CAFOs.
Yeah, so hunters. Prion and public health office is critical in a state like Georgia. In Georgia, we have a lot of hunters. There are more than 600,000 hunters in my state, but your budget proposes to eliminate this office. Respectfully, you seem distracted, Brother Secretary. Why does your budget propose to eliminate the CDC office that focuses on monitoring this deadly infectious disease that's especially a risk to rural communities? Why are you proposing to eliminate the office?
There's a lot of cuts at the agency that nobody wants. We have a $39 trillion debt. We've been asked to cut across the agency 12%.
I assure you that the 600,000 hunters in Georgia would want this office. They would want the protection. I assure you that families that are dealing with rabies or the prospects of that would want to know that somebody's going to answer the phone when they call. You've come to Congress and justified destroying the CDC.
You beautiful.
I hate to say that's actually kind of cool.
Bastards, welcome back to the Philip DeFranco Show, your daily dive into the news, the longest running news show on the internet. It is Wednesday, and there's a lot we've got to talk about today. But first, I am losing my mind that I get to finally announce this. It's finally happening. I'm going on tour to a city near you, or we're going on tour to a city near you. And also, if it's not, you can get...
I saw her coming to Chicago.
Together, you can demand, and we'll try to add more. But right now, we're doing 12 cities, and I would just love to see y'all's beautiful faces. So get y'all's tickets right now at crashingoutour.com, presale code CRASHING. Right now, we're going to Seattle, Portland, Boston, Philly, the city not my house, San Francisco, Phoenix, Denver, my hometown show of Atlanta, Chicago, St. Paul, DC, and Pittsburgh. And in these trying times, we can have an amazing time. We can crash out together. We can have some fun together. We can make some memories together. So get your tickets at crashingoutour.com. I got a link in the description. Boom, even a QR code on screen. Man, but with that said, we've got a lot to talk about today, starting with this. Virginia just voted yes on a new redistricting map that could hand Democrats up to 4 additional House seats, enough to flip Congress, block Trump's agenda, and reopen the door to investigation or impeachment. And so you've got Republicans furious Trump's calling it a power grab, and none of their arguments, very interestingly, seem to match up with the ones that they were making when they started this. But starting with the specifics in Virginia, here is the breakdown. Right now, Virginia has 11 House representatives, 6 Democrats, 5 Republicans. But under the new map, Democrats get 8 strong districts with 2 more leaning blue and only 1 red. And so that means, especially with how bad Trump and Republicans are polling right now, that Democrats could realistically win 8 to 10 of Virginia's 11 House seats in November. And if Democrats even just pulled that off, they could hand them control of the House, which then would make Trump's agenda significantly harder to push and reopen the door again to real congressional oversight, including investigations or impeachment. So the stakes here, they're enormous. And Republicans, I mean, they were already pissed before the results even came in.
It's terrible. It is true, John. Nobody's ever seen anything like it. It's so unfair. The whole thing is ridiculous. If the Democrats, look, if they get additional House seats, at some point, if they get these additional seats, they're going to be making changes at the federal level.
But now you also have Trump basically calling the whole thing rigged because of mail-in ballots. You also have Laura Loomer posting the Democrats are stealing the state compliments of Barack Hussein. Richard Hudson of the NRCC said Virginia Democrats can't redraw reality and added, this close margin reinforces that Virginia is a purple state that shouldn't be represented by a severe partisan gerrymander, which, yeah, sure. I'll be the first person to say, I think that we need a nonpartisan commission for all 50 states to make sure that things are fair and as representative as possible. But let's compare what they're saying now to what Republicans were saying when they were kicking this whole thing off.
This party is delirious, and the Republican Party has to take full advantage at this point. We have to kick the illegals out of the country, we have to kick them out of the census, and we have to gerrymander to the tilt. They have to have a permanent minority.
So to be clear, when Republicans do it, it's strategy. When Democrats do it, it's stealing the state. That's just how it works in their eyes. It's not fair unless the Democrats show up to the gunfight with a wiffle ball bat. And I also want to stress something that is very much worth noting. Virginia voters actually chose this. This was a referendum. This is the will of the people, and Governor Abigail Spanberger pointed that out directly, saying, unlike other states, in the Commonwealth of Virginia, it was up to the voters whether we chose to move forward with redistricting. Which, yeah, is more than you can say for Texas, where the legislature kicked off this whole gerrymandering arms race by redrawing the map for 5 more likely Republican seats with no voter referendum. And it's so funny how certain people forget that Trump literally said,
I won Texas. I got the highest vote in the history of Texas, as you probably know. And we are entitled to 5 more seats.
Right, in Trump's eyes, he's entitled. He got 56% of the vote. He called up Greg Abbott, said, give daddy what he wants, and Abbott was a good little boy. Meanwhile, you had Virginia seeing a 73% voter turnout in 2024, and Trump actually lost that state 52% to 46%. So different, but still relatively close, so I guess entitled to more seats is a pretty situational argument. So now you have Trump calling the Virginia referendum a, quote, blatant power grab that nobody's really ever seen. Except we have seen it, repeatedly, from him for over a year. And the Dems, they get to essentially be like that old PSA. They get to be like,
who taught you how to do this stuff?
You all right?
I learned it by watching you.
And hey, this part, it's my opinion, and you can call it bias. But in my eyes, this gerrymandering, it is very different if you start it versus you are responding in kind. Because if the Democrats do not do this, and the people that voted for it understand this, then you all but guarantee ruin and failure if you don't play by the same rules of those you're going against. Now, with that said, as far as the Democrats, they're treating this as a significant win, right? Virginia House Speaker Don Scott saying, tonight, Virginians sent a message heard across the country. We will not let Donald Trump or MAGA Republicans rig our democracy. And former Virginia Governor Terry McAuliffe saying, Virginia stared down Trump and didn't blink, and saying that they crushed his midterm cheating scheme that he started in Texas. And you then had Governor Spanberger, who of course pushed for the referendum, saying that the slim win was exactly what she expected. But also, here's where things get complicated. First of all, the win came with a $100 million price tag, which is actually 4 times what Republicans spent fighting it. And also, it's causing some voters and strategists to question whether meeting the GOP's gerrymandering with more gerrymandering was really the right call, especially as Spanberger's approval numbers have already been sliding.
I think just everybody counter-moving everybody is not the way to go. I don't think there's any bipartisanship much anymore.
I just want to be even, like Democrats and Republicans.
Now, Spanberger, she said that she wants to return to a more bipartisan map after the next census, but that pledge also is probably not going to fix her current numbers. So also, some of the reporting suggesting that her problem really isn't about spending, but it's more about credibility. But she's actually been criticized for not being as loud and aggressive in this fight as someone like Gavin Newsom, which left some Democratic voters wondering, how committed she really is.
You mentioned the referendum. Are you really fully behind it? What can you assure Democrats who are saying that maybe you're not doing enough?
Right, so this could end up being a win for the Democratic Party, but also not a personal win for her. And then also another huge thing is that this is by no means the end of the story. There is a potential time bomb waiting for Democrats. Ron DeSantis is expected to move on new maps in Florida that would favor Republicans. So there, you have House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries not really sounding worried, saying that they're just going to leave Democrats with more prime pickups in the House. And then the thing that could just really change the game is what's happening with the Supreme Court, because there's talks of a Supreme Court ruling that could let Republicans keep the gerrymandering game going. But also, the reporting there suggests that would not affect the midterms. And so yeah, Democrats, they have a win. It may be short-lived, but also the midterms aren't even over until you step into the polls in November. And also, I suspect that we're going to see court appeals and more political maneuvering before any of this actually settles. And so either way, no matter what, one of the most important things you can do between now and November is vote. That's just the reality of how the system works. And as I always say with this, you may not fuck with politics, but politics will fuck with you. So it is always best to get out there and vote and try to be the change you want to see in the world. And actually on that note, while Republicans are fighting tooth and nail to hang on to power in the House, they're also taking aim at one of the country's oldest civil rights organizations and accusing them of defrauding their donors and giving money to the same extremist groups that they're supposed to be fighting against. Because I'm talking about how Trump's DOJ just charged the Southern Poverty Law Center with 11 counts, including bank fraud, wire fraud, conspiracy, and money laundering. With the Trump administration saying that they were manufacturing the extremism they claim to oppose. So the SPLC, they say that the payments were to informants who risk their lives infiltrating the KKK. And so right now, really, depending on what outlet you're reading or where you're getting your information, this is either a major fraud scandal or political persecution. And so, let's talk about this 11-point indictment from Trump's Department of Justice. Because according to Acting Attorney General Todd Blanche, between 2014 and 2023, the SPLC paid more than $3 million to at least 8 individuals working inside of groups like the Ku Klux Klan and the National Socialist Movement. Now, the prosecutors claim that the money was used by extremists to carry out other crimes, but notably, they didn't offer any specific example. But still, you had Blanche framing it as the SPLC manufacturing the extremism it purports to oppose by paying sources to stoke racial hatred. But then you have the SPLC telling a very different story, where their interim president and CEO, Brian Fair, said that those payments were to informants who risk their lives going undercover into these groups, gathering intelligence and protecting SPLC staff. And actually, the indictment itself points to examples that support the SPLC's version. So for example, the SPLC paid $1 million to an informant inside of the
kind of weird when you have like receipts.
Neo-Nazi group National Alliance, which is an informant who stole 25 boxes of records that were
got some white cheddar jalapeno bites
used to publicly expose the group in 2014.
When we began working with informants,
Very
we were
tasty.
living in the shadow of the height of the civil rights movement,
That's spicy too.
which had seen bombings at churches, state-sponsored violence against demonstrators, and the murders of activists that went unanswered by the justice system. There is no question that what we learned from informants saved lives.
And also, while the SPLC ended that program a while ago, that didn't satisfy the Trump DOJ. And so the indictment argues that the SPLC defrauded donors by failing to disclose that it was using funds this way, with Blanche saying that nonprofits have legal transparency obligations about how donor money is used and what their mission is. Also, as far as this whole situation, it's important to look into the background, right? Because this indictment didn't come out of nowhere. And the core accusation has been that the SPLC colluded with the Biden administration to unfairly target Christian and conservative groups by labeling them as extremists. And that criticism also blew up after Charlie Kirk's assassination, because you see the SPLC had named Turning Point USA the epitome of the hard right in a 2024 report on hate and extremist groups. And actually back in October, Kash Patel cut ties between the FBI and the SPLC, accusing it of having long abandoned civil rights work and becoming a partisan smear machine. You see this indictment landing right in the middle of years of Republican grievance against the organization, which is also why the SPLC itself is framing this as political retaliation.
Today, the federal government has been weaponized to dismantle the rights of our nation's most vulnerable people, and any organization like ours that tries to stand in the breach. We stood in the vanguard then, and we stand in the vanguard today. We will not be intimidated into silence or contrition, and we will not abandon our mission or the communities we serve.
And so Fair saying that the SPLC plans to defend itself and its work. And of course, we're going to need to see how this plays out. One of the most interesting aspects of this whole situation is how it's being covered. Because again, depending on where you're getting your news, you're reading two completely different stories. On one side, you have the DOJ and conservative outlets leaning hard into the paying extremist groups angle with the DOJ's announcement on Twitter reading, our indictment alleges SPLC secretly funneled more than $3 million.
Chronic's getting his stitches out today? Oh, good boy.
Funds to members of white supremacist and extremist
He's gonna
groups.
have a
And then on the other
cone of
side, you
shame,
have outlets
but
like the Washington
it's gonna be
Post leading
cute.
with the informant angle, where the Post headline is
Yeah, take
DOJ
care.
charges Southern Poverty Law Center over paid informants. So on
Cronus,
both sides, you're seeing a lot of
Cronus,
things that have same facts with
Chronic
two
some
completely
love.
different stories, and the reactions have also followed suit. On the right, you've got people like Matt Walsh posting that SPLC is a criminal organization that funded right-wing hate groups and organized fake right-wing protests so that it could then turn around and fundraise off of them and use them as a pretext to crack down on conservatives nationwide. Alex Jones calls it a much-needed victory.
It's the heart of the globalist, heart of the Democratic Party. This is amazing. More. Please let the nightmare end. Please let Trump get back on track. Please. I am impressed. My faith's not restored, but I'm starting to pay attention.
And then on the other side, you have critics calling this political prosecution and saying that the whole situation is being misrepresented. And so, for example, one post read, SPLC paid informants to help infiltrate extremist groups and learn about their operations. Not only is that why some of their programs were so effective, but the DOJ knows fine well most of that information was shared with law enforcement as well. This is entirely a political prosecution. And another saying the SPLC has been at the forefront of exposing some of America's most notorious hate groups like the
I bet if you go back, a lot of this was happening under Trump's first
KKK. The fact that the Trump admin feels threatened by that speaks volumes. And so while
First
right now,
admin.
we have to see what's going to happen, and you have a lot of people, it seems like really, maybe intentionally misrepresenting the situation. One of the big questions.
What? You're telling me that they're
for
trying
you, maybe,
to
or
push
just
an
people in
agenda?
general, is,
No way.
The SPLC, it paid informants to infiltrate these white supremacist groups, and those informants gathered intelligence that led to public exposure of those groups. Do you see that as a civil rights victory or a federal crime? And then also, does the answer change based on whether you think the SPLC has been fair in how it labels conservative groups as extremists?
Yes.
Because those are two genuinely different questions. You can believe that the SPLC has overreached in some of its classifications, and also still believe that paying informants to infiltrate the KKK is not the same as funding a hate group. Right? You can also believe that the SPLC has done genuinely important civil rights work, and also still think that donor transparency questions are worth answering. But also, a Trump DOJ charging a civil rights organization with 11 counts, including money laundering after years of political grievance from the president's allies, it's going to be hard to separate from politics. And then, however this ends up playing out in court, it is going to reshape how civil rights organizations operate moving forward. So yeah, again, I'd really love to know your thoughts here. While we wait to see how this is going to play out in a courtroom and also in the court of public opinion, we should then
sure, my soundboard broken.
Also talk about another high-stakes legal battle that's happening right now. Because apparently the government can legally force public school classrooms to display the 10 commandments, and that's not a violation of church and state. That is literally what a federal appeals court ruled yesterday in an incredibly narrow 9-8 decision. And as you might imagine, this case centers around a Texas law that was passed last year that would require posters of the 10 commandments to be displayed in public school classrooms. Now, notably here, the law does not require schools to use taxpayer dollars to purchase the posters. It just says that they have to accept donations of them. But one, obviously there's been a concerted effort among Christian organizations to donate enough posters, and two, some schools still reportedly have spent money on them. And as for the reasoning here, you have supporters and the Republicans who approve the bill, arguing that the teachings of Christianity are an important part of U.S. history and that the messages in the commandments may be useful for children in school to see. But almost immediately, you had the ACLU challenging the law on behalf of families from a range of different faith backgrounds, including...
Yeah, but this is them mincing, dude, it's either you fucking respect the First Amendment or you don't. You don't get to keep doing this.
And Christians, arguing that it clearly amounts to government endorsement of religion that violates the separation of church and state as protected under the First Amendment.
It's literally the easiest fucking thing to argue, but this is where they really do muddy the waters here.
And you had an ACLU lawyer arguing that the law is
Doesn't matter.
coercive and that it violates the Constitution by giving preference to one
Then put up the fucking Quran.
religion. In this case, Christianity.
If we're gonna play this fucking game about we need to make it fair to religion. Okay, bet, bitch. Let's go.
Also,
prayer rugs in every high school. Let's fucking go.
Reminding the religious rights of students and their parents to decide how their families engage with faith. And actually, in two separate rulings last year, federal judges in Texas, they agreed, arguing that the law likely violated the First Amendment and blocked it from being enforced in parts of the state covered by their jurisdiction. But then, the state appealed it, and yesterday, that Fifth Circuit Court of Appeal struck down the lower court decisions, ruling that the law stands. And in their decision, the justices pointed to a Supreme Court ruling in 2022 that allowed a public school football coach to pray at midfield after a game because it amounted to protected free expression. And they argued that the decision had effectively gotten rid of a specific legal standard for testing church and state cases that...
I thought that was kind of stupid. I mean, despite the fact that I disagree with having church and school or any of that, but again, personal expression, as long as he's not making the entire team participate, different
standard that very notably was used to block a similar Kentucky law in 1980 that also required the posting of the 10 Commandments. But because the Supreme Court tossed that standard, the appeals court majority said that the other forms of religious expression that were previously considered unconstitutional now can be permitted. And then they also argued that the law does not require schools to teach the 10 Commandments, nor does it, quote, force teachers to proselytize students who ask about the displays or contradict students who disagree with them. While this matters on its own, the implications of this ruling goes way beyond just Texas. One thing is that...
No, but the thing is, you can, like I said, since they are so bent out of shape about the 10 Commandments, then all right, let's put the tenets of Islam
The
up.
17-member panel of the Fifth Circuit Court initially heard
That's just how it goes.
the Texas case at the same time as a similar suit in
I'm not a Democrat, numbnuts.
Louisiana over a nearly identical law that would require the commandments to be posted in classrooms. But back in February, the court ruled that it was too soon to decide whether the Louisiana law
Quit proving what we all think about Texas.
was constitutional because it hadn't taken effect yet, a decision that both cleared the way for the law to be enacted and opened the door for families to challenge the law again once that happened. Now, this Texas ruling all but guarantees that any future challenges to the Louisiana law, it's going to go the same way. And then even beyond that, it's all but certain that the Texas case is going to eventually make its way up to the Supreme Court, where
you're a hard R Republican.
The ultra-conservative majority is continually chipped away at the separation of church and state. And so if that trend continues, depending on the scope of the future ruling, we're going to be talking about something that could have national implications for all of America. And then there's more we're going to dive into in just a minute. But first, let me thank his sponsor and say, spring is just around the corner, and the rampant